And all right, we are live. It is Saturday, and this is the late night Pokemon card stream. Let's go ahead and begin fleshing out our live stream. As you guys know, I just hit go live, and then I upload all the data to the stream a little bit later. I'm gonna jump over here. What's up, guys? How's it going? Look at that. Mike's Side's got the thumbnail down. He is fast. How is he so fast? Okay, we'll put this here. Hi, mistress. It's Scotsard. What's up, Scotsard? So this is going to say new Yugioh, Cyberstorm, access, and it's going to say Umbreon break almost done, and Pikachu giveaway, live card shop. Sweet. Let me do a little quick research on this Cyberstorm access to make sure the price hasn't changed a lot. Probably it hasn't. 3 years of making thumbnails. You get it done down with time. That's true. Yeah, you probably have all your tools ready to go. And you probably just go click, click. There we are. I'm just impressed that you're here when I'm here. You are ready to go. Alright, so technically it should be 4.2 that I sell these at. What's the current price? I think for just a little while we might do a little higher than 4.2, and then we'll swap down to 4. Where's my Yugioh? Oh, Yugioh. Nah, we'll leave it at 4. Why not? Well, the thing is, I don't actually have that much. We'll see how popular it is. If it's not very popular, not a big problem. Alright. New. Hit save on that. Okay, very good. Oh, wait. That was the wrong... We're doing it in the wrong one. Okay, hold on. We wanted this one. So this is now going to say $4 new. Hit the save on that. Let's get the tags in. So I got home pretty late tonight. We went to the movie theaters, and I finally watched the Mario movie. It's a me, Mario. Wahoo! How much did the Mario movie make, by the way? Wow! The Mario movie has so far made $1.2 billion in sales. Wow, dude. There's some big money out there in the world. And we don't have it. 1.2 million. The studios must be doing backflips. That's very good. Okay, I'm sending out the link so people know we are live. The Mario movie today has sold $1.3 billion. And you know what? I mean, there must have been residual effects of selling merchandise. People went home and bought the video game, or got back on it or something. Wow. Okay, I'm here. That's 1,200 millions. How was it, mister? I liked it. I don't have many negative things to say about it at all. It did feel like it was dragging on near the end. I was like, all right, wrap it up. You know what I mean? But they were cramming a lot of nostalgia in. Here's what I liked about the movie. You ready? So I felt that the Mario movie did not focus on contemporary American politics. There was no blackwashing. There was no, like, forced diversity cast. They didn't have anything to say about feminism or meninism or anything at all. It was literally just childish fun. That's all it was. And it makes me sad because I feel like a lot of movies used to be like that, and they aren't anymore. The story was about the individual character Mario, right? And they didn't cast Mario as a black guy. And Mario, he was struggling with not being accepted by his dad. And he was struggling with being a success. And that's it. It's a very simple story. Relatable to everyone, by the way. And so it was a very straightforward, simple story. And then it was just a bunch of nostalgia. And Mario overcomes his adversity. And that's it. And so it was so easy to watch because you weren't having any kind of propaganda, whether you agree with the propaganda or not. It wasn't being thrown up on you like, you believe in this, right? Or are you a bad person? Blah, you know what I mean? There was none of that going on. And it felt pretty nice. It did. I felt like relaxed watching it. I didn't feel like I was meant to sit there and think about American politics at all. And I almost wonder if, like, Japan intentionally will probably always stay away from that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Here we are. Because I don't think Japan messes with that stuff as much. I don't think that stuff flies in Asia. They don't care for it. Here we are, Cyberstorm access. And maybe that'll change one day. I don't know. Because I think that the problems we have in our politics are more like a universal problem. They're not, there's no place that's immune to them necessarily. But yeah, I just feel like movies are nicer when you can actually have a movie that's about, you know, character qualities like lack of confidence or persistence or something like that. So yeah, I was very easily able to sit there and enjoy the movie and not be forced to think about what's going on in the real world. And there was no controversy. They didn't like make Peach like save Mario necessarily. I think she did, but they didn't make Peach like some intolerable feminist you know, icon like they kind of tried to do with Star Wars essentially. Imagine if it had been made by Disney. I think it would have been a very different movie, right? I'm watching the movie right now. Early ones, full supporters, sub homies. What did you think of the voice actors in the movie? I didn't really think too much of them either way. I thought they all did an okay job. I heard a lot of people liked Jack Black as Bowser. I thought that what really surprised me was kind of how goofy Bowser was, rather than sort of like intimidating and evil. And I felt like it did work. And so Jack Black's voice acting made more sense in that regard. But, you know, I kind of always viewed, perhaps my vision of Bowser in my mind was always that he was a bit more evil, you know, sort of like a classic bad guy. Well, Bowser is a bad guy, but, you know, he's sort of like a love-struck bad guy. So it's kind of a funny thing. So, bro, the international reels, indeed, fam, real fam. Jack Black, that racist. No Bowser. That's right. Jack Black was in there. So here we are, Cyberstorm access. We've got it at a price of $4 a pack. If it sells incredibly fast, it will move to $5 a pack. I just want you guys to know. It's one of those packs where the price could be 4 or 5 because the price I'm supposed to sell it at is like 4 point something. And I decided to go with the lower price, so it's at the lower price of 4. So I rounded down rather than rounding up is what I'm trying to say. But if I'm selling out of them, I might round back up, okay? So just be aware of that. And then we've got this Pikachu giveaway, this beautiful poker card. This has been going on for a couple days. I do bigger giveaways, but they don't end like in an instant the way that you know, some of the other giveaways end. So we got this beautiful Pikachu 9.5 is the giveaway. We've been giving the spots away in the middle of the night, so stick around for that. Okay, we have these other break cards. In the blank, kids are demon gods. If you want to know, hey, Mr. and everyone, I love Jack Black. Modern Bowser is definitely more goofy than he was in the older games. You know, he didn't have a lot of personality in the older games. He was just a bad guy. That's it. So, you know, but I felt that it worked. They did well. I like the scene where they were having, like, their pre-war, like, rock concert. I thought that was actually really funny. Yeah. That blue star, though, I thought the blue star was going to play some role in the story, and he never did. Diddy Kong also didn't get a role, but neither did Luigi, really. Luigi didn't do very much, did he? So they didn't have time for every character. All right, these are the breaks. These are the breaks. I think one thing they could have done differently is they could have left the ending open for, like, sequels or continuations. But I'm pretty sure they can write a story out where there is a sequel. Because I feel that if the movie's making so much money, it's a very strong thing for Nintendo, and they should just keep it going. Because, again, it was very easy to enjoy. Didn't make me annoyed to watch like so many movies do. Like, there's so many movies coming out. I saw a bunch of, basically, I saw a bunch of movie trailers, and I was like, no, 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 no. Every single one of them looked like trash. And so it was refreshing to have this movie, Mario, where you could just watch it. It was just about Mario, and that was it. You know what I mean? Mr., did you buy $20 popcorn? I did not. Mr. didn't see after credit scenes. Oh, I did not. We left. I know a lot of movies like to do after credit scenes. All right, so there's a sequel. That's good. We'll watch it on YouTube. Bro, Supernatural give you the answers. They did. The ending introduced Yoshi. Oh, good. I'm hoping for a Link movie. Tell me you didn't stay for the after credit scenes. Yeah, I didn't. But now that I know that there is an after credit scene, I'll watch it with my wife. So we are starting at 1 a.m. in the morning. We're very late. Normally we start at 12. And technically we were always meant to have started at 11 a.m. So, but it gets later and later all the time. Here's Josh Stone. Josh says, I'd like to cancel my Vileplume slab, and can I get the rest refunded? Yes, you may, Josh. Give me a minute. Let's go look you up. No problem, Josh. This is a very common thing, and we will get you all processed. So Josh Stone had a Vileplume with $35 left on it. Well, all right. We'll talk about it, Josh, because you paid off so much of the slab. Let me make sure that it's going for the same amount that it used to go for, okay? That's an important thing, because if it's significantly lower, I might ask you to buy, or I might offer to buy them back for you. Hold on. You own more of the slab than I do, essentially. You've only got $35 left on it. All right. Oh, it's a very lovely slab, though. Let's take a quick look into it. Okay, Josh Stone. Let's take a quick look into Dark Vileplume. I think you're going to be all right. Let's see. This is a WotC era card. So a lot of the time, the prices don't change very quickly. All right, and the cheapest one is... All right, the cheapest one's a little bit cheaper than your price. You paid $540, and the cheapest one is now $500. Okay. Oops. There we go. Buy the grade, not the card, Mr. Alex for president. So this is going up, back up for sale. And let me respond to this guy and get him his refund. Okay. This food tweaking. That's weird. I searched for your email and it's not working. Hold on. Let's try that again. So we are working on a slab away refund. That is what we are working on, everybody. And so occasionally people cancel their slab away and they're entitled to a refund on the slab. Huh, weird. When I search for him by his actual email, it doesn't give me a return. But when I search by his name, it does return him. That is very strange. Huh. All right, well, I think if I'm just careful, I can just do it the other way. Excuse me, I think I can do it the other way. Let's find out how much he is going to get refunded. $445. All right, let me begin this. That's 100. Weird. How did you get that much money onto it? Vileplume slab away. Pack break base. Okay, here's a $90 refund. I know this is very boring, guys, but I gotta get it done. Huh, it's so weird. It doesn't actually say that you've sent that much. Let me see if the rest of the payments were in ZELLE. I'm trying to figure out how he paid for it, because I'm going in to give him his refund, and I'm not seeing enough transactions to refund to get him to the total amount he's needed. Let me log in. Let's see what you guys are saying. So you guys are saying, Mr. taking $40 rental fee. Jose was just getting to the good part. Jose was telling government secrets. I was the 100th viewer. Oh, very cool, man. I guess that means you get all the free ones now. Weird. Okay, let me just keep working on this, guys. So the first one's going to get refunded. There's $100 back. He's down at $345 now. Second one is $90. Issue refund. So minus 90. So he's down at $255. And then this one's $40, but it wasn't even for the Vileplume. Okay, he's down at $215. I don't understand how he paid for it. Dark Vileplume, $25. $90 for Vileplume. Then he gets a Golduck. Then he gets a Weezing. Vileplume Slab away, $100. Okay, we refunded that already. Let me look into the actual... So Josh Stone, it went $540, $450, and then $35. Is this a typo? He must have... Oh, it's got to be a typo. It's got to be a typo. I must have typoed it. Oh, I think I just gave him back too much money. Oh, no. All right. I should have gone slower on this. All right, so there was a typo in Slab away. He's not down to $35. He's down to $350. And I typed too fast. Let me send him a message. I assume he's a nice enough person to return that. Hope you're well, friend. It's okay, hold on. The amount that I he's having me cancel a Slabaway where I had a typo on it, where it said that he would have been owed a lot of money if he canceled. All right. Mr. Us Gone. Let's get this back up. We got to get this back up. Buffering. What's up, guys? I've trademarked I'm pissed. If anyone uses it, you owe me $10 per use. Here we are. Yeah, I over-refunded. I think it was 190 that I actually owed him. And I think I sent him 250. I think that's what he actually received. And the sad part is... Oh, hold on. I priced that wrong. I'm sorry. The sad part for me is the Slab actually went down in price. So I get the Slab back, and I have to sell it now at a lower price, too. There we go. It's okay. I will be all right. Just got to learn to be more careful with that. There we go. When I suspected he had not sent enough money to actually pay down the Slab away down to $35, I should have realized there is a mistake. That was my mistake. When's the last time you treated yourself, mister? Well, it depends on what you mean by treated. Depends on what you mean. All right, next up we got Jeff Leon, 2 Hololive 2s. You got it, Jeff. He should pay the depreciation. Yeah, so he definitely got over-refunded. And if he did the right thing, he'd send the money back. I guess I could tell him I over-refunded. Boop. Those ropes got you all messed up. Yeah, actually, my arms feel fine. So my arms are not like, you know, all weak right now like I thought they'd be. Yeah, I thought my arms were going to be jello. Take his bag. Did you hear about the guy in Louisville who kicked out the window of a cop car and kidnapped 2 people and forced them to drive him away in an orange jumpsuit? I did not. What a crazy adventure. Here we are. Just another reason why no one wants to be cops or security guards or anything like that anymore. Like, what's the point? If you try to use force to stop somebody from doing a thing, you're going to be labeled a racist or a killer or a pig. And it's gotten to really, really severe points now. You are not a good guy if you're a cop anymore in the eyes of at least half of society. Half of society basically hates you. So why would you take that job? It has to pay really well. Then you got conservatives who think, oh, you're a liberal cop who works for the liberals to enforce liberal policies, blah, 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 right? So really not a great job. There we go. Anyone have tips for cool mobile games? What you sipping on? Water. Do you ever get the itch to open packs off stream by yourself? Absolutely not. Cops aren't paid that much. I'm a nurse and make twice as much as cops do. Right. And you're never going to get, like, you know, you're never going to get in trouble for a decision you made. You know, basically, well, of course, anyone can get in trouble for a decision what they made. But I mean, like, so if a cop is recorded being too rough with somebody, you know, they're going to get crucified for it nowadays. All right. Aaron Searles, Rascal Snipe, and Umbreon Sublist. How about that guy on the train? He's not a cop. He's a former Marine. And there was a black man who came onto the train and said, I'm not afraid to die, and I've been to jail before, and he was threatening to hurt people. So this Marine guy puts him in a headlock. It kills him by accident. And now he is facing going to jail forever, right? Manslaughter. Here's Aaron Searles. But the guy who he took down had been to jail multiple times for assaulting other people. He'd been to jail technically, 42 times he had been detained. But only 3 of those times apparently were for assault. Only, right? He only assaulted people 3 times. I don't know. That Marine had the crazy eyes. Yeah, he had the crazy eyes. Okay. I feel like society's kind of backwards if they don't see why it made sense what he was doing. You know what I mean? Like, don't threaten to hurt people on a train. You can't do that. You can't threaten to hurt people on a train. Like, imagine living in a society where someone like the Marine, he just turns away and says, not my problem. Maybe you'll hurt that pregnant lady over there. You know what I mean? Aaron Searles. That's a worse society to live in. If you're out there yelling that you're going to hurt somebody, you're probably going to be the one to get hurt. You know, and that's how it should be, honestly, because you're the one who is causing the problem. There it is. You just don't have a right to behave that way. And someone might put you in a chokehold and it might accidentally kill you. Here's Peyton Van Winkle, 2 spots in the Umbreon. Here you go, Mr. Peyton Van Winkle. Yes, but when does a headlock become available to use? The moment you're not sure if this guy's going to shank you, that's when it becomes available to use. Peyton Van Winkle. There were a lot of witnesses. To me, it's like an open-closed case. There we go. The moment you start threatening my life, it's no different to me than stand your ground, except there's 2 people with no guns. Okay, we've got 6 corrupted art, 2 clay burst, 1 Disney. You got it. I think girls aren't any special. Give them construction jobs. They shit and fart. Hi, long time, buds. Oh my gosh, it's PokeGen. It's our best bud. He had no weapons in hand. Neither did the Marine. A headlock is for restraining, not ending. That dude was a blank human, had a mile-long rap sheet, sent to jail for mental health issues, and never stood a chance. With all this woke crap going on, I heard they're making a Black Shrek movie, and he identifies as a unicorn. Starting a couple days ago, been a couple months. Words don't kill like a headlock. Hero, hello everyone. I sent an order in yesterday. PayPal cleared it. Did you get it? Yeah, I saw that. He dressed up like Michelle Jackson. That dude needed some medicine. WTF is DP Fitness ever talking about? Girls love to get choked. Oh my god. All right. Disney. So we got the new Yu-Gi-Oh set. It's available. Cyberstorm Access. You know why we added it to the menu? Because Cyberstorm Access has an awful lot of high-value cards to pull out of it. So there's a lot of valuable cards that you could potentially pull. Mistress, the new TTS. I don't know what that is. I agree with the Marine. 1 lost life is better than multiple people. Well, here's the thing. He wasn't even trying to kill him. But the other person put all their lives in danger. Because when a guy comes onto a train and starts threatening to assault you, You don't know if he's got a knife in his pocket. You don't know what's about to happen. So, and it wasn't just the Marine that was involved in this. There were multiple people who called the cops, and I believe the Marine was helped by other people to restrain him. And so, you know, it's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's how I see it. You're not entitled to be restrained really nicely when you're taking my hands into your life, because it feels like you could come over here and stab me to death with a little shank knife, and I don't know if that's what you're going to do. So you're going down now, you know what I mean? Don't threaten to hurt people. It's just, I don't know, that's just life. That's just like how the world works. Could you imagine this being a difficult conversation in Africa? Imagine we were in Africa and there were no whites, everyone was black, and some guy gets on the train and says, I'm going to get you, and then somebody accidentally kills him, stopping him. No one would care. No one would care. It wouldn't even be news. They'd be like, yeah, some crazy guy came in. He's assaulted 3 people already. He's been arrested 42 times. And this time, a citizen who is afraid for his life put him in a headlock and it accidentally killed him. It wouldn't even be news. It's just like, you know, you're the perpetrator. It's like a war where you instigated the war and then you lost it and you died. And it's like, well, you started the war. Anyways, that's my opinion on that. Colin Harrington, hey, Mr. One Spot in the Dragonite break. You got it. Dragonite. Here we are. Mister, can you give a shout out to, oh my God, it's his birthday, Dixon Maisie. Other way around, the black guy would be a hero. Oh, right. So you're saying in Africa, if there were no white guys involved in the case, it's just everyone's black or African, whatever. If he had choked him out and accidentally killed him, he would be considered a hero. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I do think that a proper society would investigate what happened, but I don't think he would be going to jail. They would say it's self-defense. It's self-defense, duh. You're not allowed to defend yourselves anymore. You have to wait for him to stab a pregnant woman, and then when she's bleeding out, the cops show up later, and they have to very carefully detain him, because if they accidentally kill him, there will be multi-billion-dollar riots that go on. Here we go. So that's where we are now in society. It's absolutely wrong. There's nothing about that sounds appealing to me. All right, let's see what we got. That's why people are moving out here to Lake of the Ozarks. People are moving out here to get away from that. Just to get away from that. That's why this area is growing so fast. Okay, we have Carlos Lugo Ramirez. 13 packs of Dragon Maid. You got it, man. That's a big order. Mister, you got that Katie set? Oh, what's up, Ukino? I bet I do. I bet that arrived in the mail. I need to go look that up, and then I need to get that shipped to you on Monday, because it's the weekend now. I bet that did arrive. The thing is, I don't check my mail every day. It slipped my mind, so I'm glad you're here to remind me. Are you going to be getting the new Japanese set? Yes, we have a lot of that pre-ordered, so hopefully it arrives quickly. How's the weight loss going? Well, weight loss is a slow thing, but we had to stop walking because my ankle was hurting so bad. But instead what we did an arm workout using these heavy ropes that you lift off the ground. Smallville Show, Illuminati, basically I'm Superman. Send it to the email on my PayPal, bruv. The email on my PayPal, bruv. Send it to the email on my PayPal, bruv. What? Probably spelt wrong. Haha. You bet they were small, though. A couple were assault these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to give you the 14th pack for free, Carlos. I appreciate your large orders. You ready? Here goes. Steve, how much of this Dragon Maid do we have left? Is this the last Dragon Maid? Oh, no, we got a lot more. Never mind. Where'd you get those ropes from? I bought them online. They're exercise ropes. They weigh a lot. They're either 40 or they're 60 pounds. So it's a really heavy rope. And then you wrap the rope around something that'll hold it into place, anchor it. And then you just lift the ropes up and down. And yeah, it's really nice. The rope falls back down in a nice, gentle way. And you just keep going 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. What do you think of haters? Well, I don't think about them very much at all. I've had haters ever since TheCardconomist. There are people who hated me over there. I'm sure there will be people who hate me over here, and I don't really care. He definitely had violent charges before. The government failed to rehabilitate home, and he didn't try either. I just like teasing, says Deez. Rope workout is intense stuff. Good job. Yeah, we actually did. It was like 300 reps with it. It was a lot. It's funny because my arms, they feel a little bit sore, but really not that much. You were crushing it, mister. Whoa, we just received a large BTC. I love the occasional F-bomb. There we go. All right. Haters reinforce your greatness. Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I don't think you're doing very well on YouTube if you don't have any haters. You got to have some haters because it means that people know you. But then there's a different case where maybe you're not a very good person and that's why you have haters. So, you know, and I think that's what haters want others to believe. They want them to believe, oh, well, I hate him because he's a terrible person and you should agree. But, you know, that's up for you guys to decide. I think I will always have some haters just because I'm so open about my political views. And the country is pretty split left and right. So if you're open about your political views, you're going to get at least half of people who watch you are going to be like, oh, shoot, this guy and I, we disagree on things, so he's not my bestie. You know what I mean? Now, just so you know, I don't feel that way about you guys. Whatever belief you have, I don't care. But some people really do get very, very emotionally tied to their political beliefs. Not me. But they're so set in stone on them, and they don't enjoy the sport of arguing. I enjoy arguing like a sport. So I really enjoy talking about those subjects, and don't get offended when people have their own opinions. Do you feel an individual can invest $1 million on his own, or should he get a financial advisor? Sure, you can invest $1 million on your own. Take $1 million, go into the stock market, put it in some basic mutual fund like energy companies, I don't know, tech companies, and then just don't touch it. You know, if you give all that money to a financial advisor, he's just going to take some. He's going to be like, yeah, I'll invest that for you. Oh my God. Whoa, there we go, Carlos. Wow, what a lucky round. Here we are. That's what, is this the main character? It looks like it's the main character. Beautiful pull. Look at this, everybody. So first hot pull of the night, we got a signature card out of Dragon Maid. Excellent. All right, man. Congratulations. Whew. If everyone had the same view on life, no one would be special. No one would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know about special and interesting, but, you know, if somebody has a different point of view, your goal is to try to convince them to agree with you rather than just to hate them. There we go. But so my point is just that I think no matter what goes on in life, since I'm usually open about my opinions and, you know, I take a position instead of just being wishy-washy and in the middle, I'm probably always just going to generate haters from that all by itself. Then there might be people who don't like my prices. There might be people who don't like my practices. There might be people who don't like my turnaround times. I don't know. There's all kinds of things to get irritated by. Maybe they don't like the way I sound. Yeah, there's many reasons to hate somebody. Here we are. I used to dance under the name Wishy Washy. I remember a long time ago, I bought a Japanese base set booster box from PokeBRUH, and I think he sold it to me for like $8,000. And I think I sold it for like $12,000, the booster box. I sold it by the booster pack. That same booster box probably worth like $40,000. But people were so mad when I did that break. They're like, he's a scammer. How could he take this box for $8K and sell it for $12K? And I'm like, I don't know, because it was undervalued. People didn't appreciate it. I know that there weren't a lot of them for sale. You can't just turn around and buy one. So that's why I did it. And that's how you can do it. And so I made some money on that. And it was really good timing because actually that was really cheap back then. Now you have to pay so much more to open up a Japanese base set booster pack. So I was correct to see that the pack was undervalued or underpriced, I should say. And that people would pay extra to be in a break, to enjoy a fresh pack out of a fresh box, which was something that people at the time didn't understand how valuable that was. But there were so many people who were extremely mad at me over that. And it's like, dude, I mean, give it a year. It will look, my price now will look very cheap. And you're welcome to just go buy a box yourself. There's nothing stopping you. Just go buy a box, man. Well, here you are, Mr. Carlos, with a fantastic round. Congratulations, you've done the thing. That is the goal, is to pull that card. Let's find your bag now, Mr. Carlos. He's a lucky guy. because you have the funds, F those people, Mr. Pocket Watchers. Now, look, I do have the funds, you're right. But anyone could actually get a small private loan. It's not hard to get a private loan. And let's say you didn't have the funds for a private loan. Like, the bank would be like, no, we're not loaning you anything. You're definitely financially unstable. What you could do then is just buy one booster pack and flip that one booster pack. That's what you could have done back then. So you start somewhere is my point. And so anyways, people were very mad about that back then. Now everyone does it. Everyone does it. In fact, Logan Paul did it right after me. That Japanese base set box break occurred before the Logan Paul break. He takes a base set box for $1 million. And he just turns around and sells it for $2 million. And everyone's like, yay, Logan Paul! So here's Andres Melker, 1 Dragon Maid, 2 7 Deadly Sins. You got it. Give me a moment. I got to get more Dragon Maid. Now, I want you to know, Andres, we have an entire fresh case of Dragon Maid. It's already opened, and it's sitting on the shelf behind me, and we're starting to draw from that. I just graduated college. Can I get a Slab Away discount? Yeah, let's get you the Slab Away discount. Now we just need KSI to start Pokemon. You should look at it as a helping out others. Rare packs, they could have just held the box. Why do you like arguing? Like, there has to be something about it. Well, it's kind of like playing a game, right? Arguing requires thinking, and thinking is kind of like what you do when you play a game, right? Well, it depends on what game you're playing, but most games require some thinking. Here you are. So I just like to sit around and think. It's fun. There you go. All right. I think that thinking is sort of like organizing ideas in your head. That's what's fun about it. 2 7 Deadly Sins. Like sorting things out. Missed what the pack, he's going to need you to tell him how much you sent to confirm it's you, I believe. What's going on? Is he the BTC guy? What the pack says, I sent so-and-so as much. That's right, I received $147. Did you have like a PayPal name or anything like that? And what did you want to do with all that? Mister is a master debater. Wake up already. It's been going on since they give you a movie already. People wear X-Men. I am Deadpool. Oh my god. The first jewelry was 25,000 years old, made of fish bone in Monaco. Can you even call it jewelry at that point? That's me, mister. Everyone knows it's Butters. That's me. What are you going to price a booster pack of the Japanese 151 at? I don't know, Mr. Brandon. I have no clue right now, but it'll be a regular price. Brad Bettle toward my Slab Away. Okay, you got it, Brad. We can do that right now. $147. You have 353 remaining. Okay, throw that away. Thank you very much. I changed my mind. Jose doesn't deserve free speech. All right. Yeah, arguing feels kind of like a little game we're playing to see who's right about something. You know what I mean? Whoops. And even when I'm angry, I enjoy it enormously. It's something I do for free. There we go. Is it by pack only, or can I buy a whole box? Oh, you can of course buy a whole box, but it'll be pretty pricey. So it'll be more affordable to buy it by itself. You know, if you buy it from me, the nice thing is, you know for a fact that it's coming out of a sealed case. Oh my god, dude! 2 lucky people in a row. We got the stamped Diane card, Wielder of Gideon, back-to-back orders with hits in them. That's crazy. I don't know how much that goes for. I'm guessing the Dragon Maid card goes for a lot. I don't know what this Gideon signature card goes for, but that's going to be... He only spent $13 on this order. Andres, you just had a nice flip, dude. Congratulations. Freedom of speech has never truly existed. Right, and you know, one of the questions you can ask is, why does somebody want to control your speech? It's because controlling speech gives them power over you. It makes the world the way they think that the world should be. And if you don't agree with their worldview, then what they do is they say, well, you can't speak then. You're not allowed to speak. You can just go shut up. That's what they tell you. And that's fine in like a Discord server, but when it comes to real life society, I am not all about that. But you can tell that we've reached that point where speech has been taken away from you. Because do you guys really feel like you can speak your minds on political subjects? Of course not. Absolutely not. Here we go, Andres. Of course not. Should I send for grade? If so, should I add the timestamp? You can add a timestamp if you'd like. The timestamps are really cool. It adds a scannable UR code, is that the right word? On the back of the label. And then you just provide the actual time in the stream that you want that UR code to be. So you provide that to John. It's in our Discord server. It's a channel called Timestamp. And yeah, you could definitely grade. Of course I would grade the stamped card and the signature cards. Those got to be graded. Those are the chase cards. Jimmy Rivera, 2 Disneys. You ready, Jimmy? So happy Friday, Sunday morning to you guys. Did I say Friday? Saturday, Sunday. 2 DBZ Realm of the Gods. Hope you guys had a nice day. Politics is about the country. What's politics? Athena the Pony God Pack Girl is here. You have the freedom to say whatever you like, but there is consequences. I feel very censored on everything I'm saying. I don't know. I think you actually can't literally say anything you want. Remember, we do have some rules on what can and can't be said. And I think that they're trying to expand those to include, well, if you say this and that, we'll come get you. Here's 5 poker cards. Yeah, so not everything's totally allowed. Here goes. You ready? So we got 1. Arguing my beliefs is the American way. Okay, here's 2. I'd argue against unsafe work conditions and socialism. Here's 3. Now you know who I really am. Some guy who is just posting over and over again. Mr. gets to say whatever he wants. Yes, in Discord, I'm king. I'm the king of my own Discord. And then if you're saying something I don't like, I could just make you, poof, disappear. There we go. Because Discord servers are generally not democracies. All right, what we got? 5 pokers. Big order, Jimmy. Oh, wow. Riolu. Very cute. Bastiodon. Hoot, hoot. There's Yellow Deck Seal and Uxie or something. I don't remember this guy's name. There's 3 of them. That's all I remember. She came for the weekends. Capitalism is king. Capitalism has been so vilified because that's the cool hipster thing to do now, is to hate the thing that gave you the quality of life that you have, and now we love hating on it. Quality does have some failures, though, like...
Kingston, Mr. decided you click friends and family, no other option.
Kingston? Capitalism does not care about whether or not you're healthy. It doesn't care about whether or not the environment is in a good shape. And capitalism, once you're real wealthy, you start doing something called crony capitalism, where you use your money to lobby politicians to write favorable laws to protect your monopoly. So that is crony capitalism. And so those are the majority weaknesses of capitalism. They don't really take into account for other things like beauty, maybe. Maybe capitalism doesn't care about beauty, right? Like, that's not important. What's important is the bottom line. The bottom line matters. Here we are. So I see capitalism, I think of all the unhealthy drugs in our society. Well, you're making a lot of money selling those drugs, but you don't really care if anyone gets hurt. You just care that you're making that money. That is one of the failings of capitalism. Pissing me off now. Mr., will Starbirth return to the menu? It could. I like Starbirth. Here we are. Let's see what we got. I believe in Joe Biden 2028. Here's Mew. Look at that Mew. Politics is the way that people living in groups make decisions. Politics is about making agreements between people so that they can live together in groups, such as tribes, cities, and countries. Yeah, a good way to phrase it. I would agree with that. There we go. Politics is when Billie Eilish tells you who to vote for because she's a musician and highly qualified to give an opinion. And then a bunch of people who like her music decide the direction of the country. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. There we go. Did you figure out, the friends and family figured out for PayPal? Oh, I got a brand new tractor on my 45-acre ranch today. Oh, you got a new tractor? No, I've not worked on the friends and family thing. It could be the case that PayPal perhaps does not allow me to do friends and family. Mr., what are you opening right now? These are called Pokemon Merlin stickers. They're from the year 2000. And I was recently revealing that PSA Merlin stickers have sold for a lot of money online. A lot more than the cost of the booster pack if they grade 10. Mr., how you been? What's up, Mr. M.R. Kriegs? Okay, that's kind of a cold pack. How about this last one? Merlin stickers? They're called Merlin stickers. They're licensed by Topps. See Topps? Licensed by Topps. There's Ash. Okay, there you go. The last 3 packs weren't too crazy. Is that how they're spelled? Yes. The rich people in the nice neighborhoods are capitalists, not freebie takers. Jimmy Rivera. Well, I think a lot of people think of the word capitalism, and what they think about is Bill Gates, billionaire, Elon Musk, billionaire, the Walmart family, billionaire. But it's so much more than just these guys who have become the wealthiest men in the world by selling the most products in the world, right? Capitalism is about your freedom to not be taxed more than is needed, so that when you labor, you keep more of your own money. That's a great benefit for people who love to work. And why shouldn't it be that way? And then when you have all that money, you're allowed to go out and shop for the things that you want. The government doesn't buy it for you. You competitively shop to buy what you want. In a more of a socialist society, the government will do all the shopping for you. They say, don't worry, we'll buy your health care, we'll buy your education. And so in the end, they end up choosing what those things will be instead of you. The best arguments for a socialized society, in my opinion, sort of stem from a belief that humans are incapable of taking care of themselves and that they sort of need a big brother to step in and make all the decisions for them. Like, you know, you don't save for retirement, so we're going to have to take all the money away from everyone in society, and we'll be responsible and save up for retirement for you. So that's an argument for the government. It's sort of like this belief that humans are so dumb that they cannot take care of themselves, so that the government has to take care of you for you. And that's one of the main arguments for socialism. The sad part is, people who really do chronically struggle with money, maybe it's true. Maybe they really do need a big brother. You know what I mean? But then there's a lot of people who really don't want a big brother, and they don't want to give up all their labor to take care of people who don't take care of themselves, right? So like a common argument, you could say, here's a woman, she has multiple children, she's a single mom. Why you didn't have sex with her, you didn't make those children, she made the children with some guy, I guess he's a loser or he's a jerk, but she chose poorly, and now she's got these children to feed, and now it's your fault. Now you have to raise the children. Society has to raise the children. So that's an example of the government basically playing big brother. It has to be this family member for her, and you know, I agree to it to a certain extent, but there's like a cutoff point, you know, because I don't want it to be like to the point where now I can't live the way I should live because I'm spinning my wheels over here. I don't get to keep very much of my income because I'm busy taking care of all these other people who are making terrible decisions. Yeah, so there's a balancing act to it. I think everyone doesn't mind pitching in, but there's like a limit. Benjamin, be honest, 4 Disney packs. You got it, Benjamin. All right. I need a big stepsister, says Ruben. Do good in school tomorrow, Kingston. Good morning, anyone. Any shuckles today? There are 750 million women that get blanked a year, says Random Gamer. Welfare queens. So are we a community or are we fronting to be one? Damn, those sticker packs are cheap, says Sean. We're a cult, says Javier. You know, victims of rape definitely should receive help. And the people who committed the crime should, of course, be punished. So, yeah, I don't know how that plays into capitalism or socialism, the subject. Yeah, it's here we are. All right, we got Aladdin. I'm more pissed about how taxes are spent. Yeah, so if you're somebody who doesn't really like to be taxed a lot, which usually what that means is you're working a lot, by the way. And that's true for me, right? So I'm somebody who's working a lot and I don't like to be taxed because I feel like, wow, this work, it's stressful. I'm not kicking back on the beach. I'm not drinking pina coladas. I'm clocked in. So the more you work, the more taxes you pay. And it's just like, why am I doing all this? Why am I doing all this just so someone else can take my money away? Well, so then you hear about how the government spends it, and you're like, oh, God, dude, that's not how I would have spent it. And so that's exactly what we get back to with the idea of capitalism. It means that you get to keep more of your own wages, and that's a cool thing. And you get to decide how that money is used, right? Here we are. Benjamin, be honest. Ta-da! All right, Mr. Benjamin. In fact, I feel strongly that capitalism really benefits the middle class, individuals in the middle class, and the people who suffer the most under socialism is the middle class, as the government prints a lot of money to pay the bills that it otherwise could not afford of the lower class, and the lower class receives all the stimulus checks that causes an inflation in the value of assets like homes and retirement. People in the middle are the ones that get squeezed. And the people who really benefit the very, very, very most from all the money printing, people who own businesses. So if the government printed stimulus checks right now, I'm not going to be affected by the inflation. The middle class will, because I've got the ability to scale from this little business I run. So since this business is going to scale with the inflation, with the stimulus checks, I'm just going to bring in a lot more money to counteract the fact that the government printed a lot of money. You guys will come over here, you'll buy extra slabs, you'll buy extra packs, the price of goods will go up, and then I'll go park that money somewhere safe, like in a home or in a Charizard, right? So this is why you ironically find that the evil corporations that were so hated in the 90s by liberals hated corporations. They call them the 1%. It's ironic because all those corporations are actually on the side of the left now. They all swap teams. We're liberals too. We want socialism too. Yeah, because the money will be printed, given to the poor, and then those will become profits for the wealthy. And the people who would truly be squeezed is the middle class. Jonathan Emmons says, $40 toward my slab away, one Dragon Maid. You got it. All right. Jonathan Emmons. Mr. Loves Stimmies. I mean, technically, I do. I do love stimmies. When you guys get stimulus checks, it does benefit me. But I'm a principled person, and I think it's wrong. I think that it's harmful overall to everybody who is working hard and deserves to keep their purchasing power of their dollar. There we go, Mr. Jonathan Emmons. All right, let's get this open. Need my evolutions open, says Doom. Sounds good, Mr. Doom. Wait, are you saying I missed something? All right, let's keep moving. What kind of card is that Dragonite? That's a Cardos Pocket Monster card from Japan. Made in 1997. Ooh, nice. The original artist is Ken Sugimori, and he is the guy who created all the Pokemon designs. I miss Stimmy's cough and squeaky chair. Stimmy's hurt in the long run. Well, yeah, so I often say that raising the minimum wage will never actually make the lower class wealthy, and that's true. But you know, one of the things about raising the minimum wage, I don't always say this, it makes the middle class poor. So it destroys the middle class. But the one person who's not affected by the rise in minimum wage, the wealthy class, they're never truly affected by it. Jonathan Emmons. Mr. Jonathan. Let's see. Soon enough, there would just be two classes, the wealthy and the poor. There is no middle class. There's no American dream. But that's not true. There's a lot of places in America where the American dream, I think, is still really strong. Places like Texas, places like Missouri. I think in California, you've got a glimpse into the future where rent is like $3,000 a month or whatever. Like, holy Jesus Christ, dude. Rent out here is like $700 a month. Manuel Castro, pay off my slab away and shipping. You got it, Mr. Manuel. Let me go get that for you. He's got the PSA 10 Dragonite. Oh, Stimmy hurt in the long run. I miss Stimmies. I miss Mr. Throwing Energy Cards. How many spots left in the DP break? Great question. The DP break, we started a new one. Elijah Cox is in here. We need 9 more people for the Diamond Pearl break. Can we get a slab rotate, please? Yes, let's get a slab rotate. Here's a cheap Ammonite 8. A really nice looking Giratina 9. Jeff Leon's birthday slab. You can contribute $1 to that if you'd like. The Umbreon break, which is nearly done. And the Naughty Girl break. So, let's take a count on this Umbreon real fast. It just depends on your idea of the American dream. Most people don't even have one thought about it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 9 spots remain. 2 spots are about to fill. Umbreon could end tonight. Okay, keep that in your thoughts. So, I mean, I think the American dream used to be the white picket fence, having a pretty wife, and having, you know, popping out some cute little kids and living a wholesome life. Because you can start to ask questions like, what is the meaning of life? Which I think a lot of people have forgotten. Just a reminder, the meaning of life is not collecting Pokemon cards. So it's these other things like having a relationship, having a family, having children. And we just don't know about the meaning of life anymore. I mean, we don't talk about that stuff so much in society anymore. Society, there's one meaning. If you're in American society, there's one meaning. You are meant to be a consumer. That's it. And they don't want you to do all those other things. You know, having kids costs money. That means that you're buying baby products, but you're not buying a new car. So the car companies, they don't want that. So, you know, that is the meaning of life when it's a corporate country you live in. Oh, wow. Only 620? That's ridiculous. That's beautiful. Manuel Castro, did you have a bag for me to ship, maybe? Let me check over here. Hello, Jordan. Pokemon is God. Technically, Arceus is God. Okay. But so anyways, that was the American dream because other places in the world didn't necessarily have that. You couldn't buy a nice vehicle, a nice Chevy. You couldn't have a nice little home. It was more of a struggle around the world. Now, that's still somewhat true. I mean, we have the immigration crisis on the border. Well, they're aware that the quality of life here has a potential to be better than where they're coming from. That's why, you know, that's why they're heading over. And so that's the American dream. And it does still exist, but it's kind of not existing in some places, in my opinion. In America, it's not existing in some places. Any place where the cost of rent is so high that you have no money left over to save up for your own home. And the cost of homes have been commodified by Airbnb. They've been commodified by BlackRock. Places like that where the homes double, triple, quadruple in price to the point where they're like $1 million or $2 million if you want to have a large family. The American dream has basically disappeared in those areas. There we go. That's why you see all this immigration to places like Utah, Nevada. You know, so you got people who are leaving California for a more affordable quality of life, perhaps. Umbreon Sublist still going? It sure is, but there's only 9 spots left, and 2 of those spots are about to be called in on the Umbreon Sublist. I don't know, man. I'm 26, and all I want is shiny cardboard. I think I met my wife at the age of 25, so you better be out there getting some smoochies from the ladies, okay? You can collect cardboard. It's fine. It's just, I'm telling you, I would throw all my cards away right now if it meant, you know, let me put that another way. If I had to choose between meeting my wife when I did or having all these Pokemon cards, I would probably choose my wife. You know what I mean? In the philosophical concept of her being there, and let's say I would never have her as a partner otherwise. Octavio Melendres, 50 for Slab away and 3 Fusion Strikes. I think the way I worded that's a bit funny. Fusion Strikes. Maybe a better way to word it would be like between loneliness and the fulfillment that you actually get from a relationship. 50 for Slab away. You got it, Octavio. There we go. That's updated. Sent for the last spot in the Umbreon sublist. Cool. And any spots that went over that, we'll just put into a fresh round. Companionship. Did you do my cleared order? Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that it's possible I never even did the pending order. Oh, I didn't understand that, Yolan. I'm going to go back and look into it right now, okay? Oh, I see a rainbow rare. Bolton VMAX coming out of Fusion Strike. Here we are. I'm going to need some more penny sleeves. Where's my evolution, says Doom. How's it going, Doom? Are you a customer and you were supposed to receive evolutions and you didn't? If that's the case, can you give me more details? Mister, does PSA grade those Star Wars Chrome cards? They absolutely do. They also grade our new Lord of the Rings Topps Chrome cards. I get annoyed by people easily. I wouldn't do well in a relationship. That's something to work on, man. That is something to work on. You know? It is possible to be this sort of overly sensitive person who doesn't like anything, and, you know, that could just be a personality type, but you can't let that take away your ability to have meaningful relationships. You know, that in other words, that personality trait has reached a point of dysfunction, and you need to work on it. So I don't believe that people are meant to be alone. Okay, so Mr. Octavio. Aha. I don't like people. They're too easy to predict and manipulate. Here we are. That's not true. Well, I did watch yesterday's stream fast, though, but didn't see it. There we go. Chicks are crazy, lol. Okay. Yes, Yolan. That's what we're working on next. Yolan. An order for $120. Does that sound right? Let me go look it up. Hello, how the live? They're doing so well, Uriah. Hit the like button for Sean. Thanks, mister. She is passed out watching your stream. Who is? Yolan. Here it is. It says Persian Cardos and Vaporeon. You got it. Been watching off and on. How goes the Cyberstorm access? None opened yet. It was what? Cardos, Persian. Okay, we're looking for that Persian. Put that back there. Aha, there we are. So, you sent me 120 though. What was the rest of the money for? Because this is only 60. That is a good thing. You can control Mister with the little Debbie. Mister, did you tell your wife about Mike? I did. She was very interested. Because she is a person who constantly is concerned with being stolen from. She's all into like home security and stuff like that. She cares about it more than I do. There we go. All right. She's like a paranoid person. Read it wrong. Thought the Vaporeon was 90. Well, you're in luck, Yolan. So you've got some money left over. Here we are. Give me some more Cardos. More Cardos? Well, what do you want? Can I add more to the table, perhaps? What do we have here? Here's a Haunter, here's an Ivysaur, and here is a... So this guy go over here. Okay, here's a Tentacruel, here's an Electrode, and here is a Hypno. What is writing for when it was invented? Didn't they have, like, the Egyptians had something, hieroglyphics or something like that? And then there was something before that. Something was invented before the Egyptian hieroglyphics. But they were essentially doing the same thing. They were writing in clay. And that was some of the earliest forms of sort of like writing where the writing actually mattered. Like they were writing laws and stuff like that. And that was like a big evolution for human civilizations. The ability to write laws and have everyone read it. I'll buy 5 more. How much is Ivy? Our DNA was manipulated to being humans. That's right. You know, we don't know if there were any, like, pretty advanced societies other than the Romans. Isn't that interesting to think about for a minute? We know the Romans were really advanced. What if there was a society before them that was also pretty advanced and we just never learned about them because they disappeared? Here we are. Someone was looking for an advantage on someone. I think he was snooping about trying to steal. I think that's what he was doing. It's a very remote and rural neighborhood, so you really need a car to get into this neighborhood in any normal amount of time. Tell me about hell. Hell's the place you go if you don't open Pokies. He's also using Explode. Look at him. Alright, this Tentacruel is super cool. Look at this. Mister, you onto something. Cave paintings of dudes blanking buffaloes. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So let me set the price to lowest. No one walks miles to just see what's up. Exactly. So, and I described how it went. We found him at the first house. He stepped out of the yard, and then we just walked together for a long time. He was ahead of me. He turned around. He addressed me. He said, "Hi, my name's Mike. The weather." Then he turns into someone's backyard from that point, and I walk forward. Then I walk down the main road, and then it's about time for me to turn around. So I turn around. I start walking back. There he is on the main road. What the hell is he doing there? So he didn't live at the other house. He wasn't working at the other house. I don't know what he would be working on. If he was working at the other house, why did I catch him at the first house, right? So why would he have been at the first house? If he was working at the first house, well, then why did he walk to the second house? That part doesn't make sense either. Only one explanation. He was snooping, dude. He was looking for something. He was looking for theft. I love getting all excited. I like getting all, like, hyped over this. Maybe he's the one pooping in your yard. Please explain this hell is heaven logic. The people want it. Change the music to AC/DC. I wish I could, but they might actually take the stream down. Is Mr. still gang stalking people? I knew it was Rand pretending to be Mike's side. What? The people want it. Hell is where the freaks are at. Hell is where all the sexy bitches are at. I'm going to go there. There we go. That's a totally made up price. Now, the Ivysaur, we cannot do a totally made up price. He's looking for cans. Might have been looking for cans. I don't know. If he's just looking for cans, that's fine. I don't care. But the thing is, if you're so desperate that you're going to walk hours to go searching for cans, I mean, I don't want to know what else you might be looking for. Because if you happen to stumble upon some valuable tools or something.
Just go back to the house where he climbed out and tell the person maybe they will know.
Yeah, I'm tempted to. So anyways, you know, if you had some valuable bike lying around, or you had some valuable tools lying around, he might have to take a loan of them. You know what I mean? If you're just collecting 10-cent recyclable cans, that's no money. So the money is when you run into somebody's thing that they left out in the yard. Will it be mean to fart spray in my neighbor's AC unit at 12 a.m.? I need to crank stick. Please open our pack. Yes. Here we go. Mr. should slab copper and then put it on a string. When Hobo comes sniffing, Mr. can lead him. Since the Anunnaki weren't able to mine gold themselves, they decided to genetically engineer primitive humans to mine gold for them. What are you going on about, man? All right, here we go. I heard about ideas like that back when I was a kid. Back when they were saying, hey, we're going to start working with mixing human DNA with pig DNA and creating subhumans. You know what I mean? My mom was like, they're going to make subhuman slaves. There we go. That was back when they wanted to start gene splicing and cloning people. Yolin. Give me Ivy and the remaining 5 for the birthday slab. Give me Ivy. You got it, man. It's all yours. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, Mr. Yolin. Chat weirder than usual tonight. Is it, though? 54 to Yolin. They were most likely successful. That's right. There's crab people walking among us. Crab people, crab people. Osvaldo Hurtado, 1 triple beat. Been gone for a long time. Now back in the USA. Welcome back, man.
I'm sorry, mister. It was my brother Edgar. He had to save up money since he couldn't steal from the Restrogs anymore.
Your brother Edgar? I don't know. Who's this talking? Osvaldo, 1 triple beat. One guy is spouting Bible verses done with the AI chatbot. Lizard people run the world. Maybe. Here we go. Yo! That's what that guy makes me think of, because he's doing karate. What's his name again? Haruyama or something like that? Osvaldo. Makohito? Oh, that's Jimenez. Aha! There you go. You had a pretty old bag there. Harry Ama. Crank and stick till I hit my evolution. I love Rand's brother. How much to start a break on the Haunter? You can just send in $5 if you'd like to start a break on it. Yeah. That's how we do it. I've seen some crazy stuff around these parts. Once seen a lizard man become sheriff. I've seen a crazy things around here. The Zachary Stexkowski, Umbreon, Sublist. There you go, Zach. Beatrice Moniz with the big order. Aloha, mister. Please apply 100 to my slab away. Okay, Mr. Beatrice. Miss Beatrice. $125. There you go. To Naruto Caillou, also curious if you have any idea when Minecraft is coming in. Still waiting on it. Still waiting on it. Okay, I hope it comes soon so I can start selling it. Now the question is, where are my Narutos? I think I had some here, but they must have all sold. So let me grab this new box. There we go. I'm surprised Rand's brother isn't murdered yet. We should see if he's okay. Here in Florida, we have some lizard people in power, not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. Yeah, lizard people keep things interesting. What's the problem? Iguanas, rise up. Oh, let's talk about power. Look at these beautiful Naruto packs, guys. These are Naruto KU packs. They're apparently officially licensed. But KU is a company that this is like the first time I've ever sold something of theirs. I've seen KU's got other brands that they've printed as well. I'm tempted to try it out. Know any good power moves? There we go. Try the Charizard. Your girl will never forget. There we go. Since these don't have a box anymore, let me stuff them all in this baggie. Ever find those broken promises? Oh, the broken promises tins. You know, I didn't look, but I know they're in this room. I know they're in here. I should have plenty of them left. I did not run it. Oh, the wire hooked onto my chair. I hate that happens. Now I gotta fix the camera. There we go. Love seeing these Cardos cards, man. They're cute. All right, hold on. There you go. Is that better? Yeah. Vertigo stream. Kevin says, sent you a message in Discord about slabs. Kevin, sounds good, man. I'll be answering my messages soon. I don't answer the messages very quickly, and it is the weekend, so I'm especially slow. But we are going to need to take a look at that and get it answered. Ow, my leg. My leg! It's a real move. Look it up. I thought those were the missing Naruto. These? No. Broken Promises is missing somewhere. I do not know where they went. Thanks, mister. Is that where you burn her pubes off? What? Here we go. Sand guy. Sand rock guy, maybe. Damn, look at this guy in his collar necklace. He gets all the girls, all the Stacys. He's such a Chad. There we are. Mr. Mike doesn't want to wait anymore. Yeah, I'm tired of waiting, says Mike. How's it going, Mr. RNGR? Okay, so this is Beatrice, and you've actually got a box up here. Can I reach it? Mr. Mike doesn't want to wait. Ah, there we go. Whew. Man, I got eye twitch going. You guys ever have eye twitches? Probably because I didn't get enough sleep. Well, I do have problems with sleep, man. I never have as much time as I want in the daytime. 6 corrupted art, 2 clay burst. Okay, you got it. Here we are. Gay foos, I came for Pokemon, stayed for the conversation. Yeah, we do talk about anything. You know what I did tonight, guys? I went to the movies and I saw It's a Me, Mario. I saw the Mario movie. I thought it was pretty good. It's been out for a while, I think over a month, but I finally caught it, and yeah, it was a nice nostalgic movie. Definitely very easy to bring your kids to. Ethan Ortiz, Evolutions, new bag. This is for Ethan Ortiz. You ready, Ortiz? I don't sleep well. I don't sleep well either, mister. I missed the 3-hour wait time. Yeah, sadly, no 3-hour wait times, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. By the way, if you're new and you want to place your first order, you get a free slab when you place your first order. So if you've been watching and thinking about it, you should do it tonight. Ooh, Flying Pikachu. There we go. So you get Flying Pikachu and this energy. Did Rattle apologize yet? Oh, so I watched all that to figure out what exactly was going on. Basically, Rattle Pokemon, in my opinion, kind of obsesses over the subject of people stealing cards before it's time for them to be released. So they steal them from the company and then show them off early. And he was accusing another Pokemon YouTuber of having acquired some cards in a way that might include theft. And he says, we have to assume it's stolen unless proven otherwise. And then he's basically just jumping to that conclusion with no evidence. And it turns out the other guy had not stolen them, and he did not apologize very well, did he? Actually, I don't truly remember him apologizing in the other video. I just had it playing in the background for a little while. I wasn't listening to the second video. I just remember when he first accuses him. But people in the comment section were not very happy with that. I feel like it's like stirring the pot almost, you know what I mean? Here's Ethan Ortiz. That's the thing. I don't do that. I don't go after other YouTubers. It's not my thing. 623. It wasn't a Pokemon YouTuber or podcaster, whatever you want to call it. Open another for Ethan. Mr. Supports for Hollywood transgender agenda to take over the world. You heard it out of his own mouth, says Dan Edmonds. Hey! It wasn't a Pokemon YouTuber, mister. He covered the story. I'm smoking weed while I watch his stream here. It wasn't a Pokemon YouTuber that stole them. He covered the people that had them. Right. Okay, I gotcha. So, I'm sorry. I didn't pay really close attention to the videos when I watched them. I was doing other things, but I got the idea. He's very... maybe a little zealous over, you know, saying, oh, people keep stealing. And I totally get that. And I think it does kind of go along with what I was saying yesterday. I was pointing out that if your content is that you need people to, you know, steal or something like that, well, then you're constantly going to be running out of content to make. And you got to put out a new video every week. So, you know, you go too far maybe. Jacob Underwood says 1 in the Umbreon list. You got it, Jacob Underwood. Adidas has gone woke, advertising women's swimming outfit with the man wearing it. WTF. Yeah, so in the same vein as that other company that did that with the Mulvaney guy, was it Nike that did it with Mulvaney? Underwood. There we go. That's just our society. That's the thing to do. Here we are. I guess we're all gay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Yeah, that's all you hear about now. That's the identity of the country. It's the identity of the governments, the identity of the corporations. It's the identity of our Hollywood movies, somewhat in the music industry. Yeah, are we oversexed? Are we like too sexual now? I wish we had other things we were like proud of and focused on, like math and science and engineering and business. And it seems like what society seems to really focus on is sex and sex identity. Can I get a number? Woke sells just like gay pride. What's the date on the bag for, mister? There's a date on the bag? Oh, the date on your hits bag. So I put your cards into a bag with your name and then a date. If you abandon the bag, then 1 year from that date, the bag is forfeit. You've donated it to the channel. Aaron says 2. 1, 2. Everything I watch makes me cringe to death. Yeah. Here we go. Steven Mitz. And Steven Mitz. 6 Corrupted. Sorry. Ruben. Nope. Aaron Searles. Peyton Van Winkle. Whoa. Peyton Van Winkle. Oh my God. It's going to be... Wait. I did the same mistake I did last time. Oh, my God. So, look, Jacob Underwood pulls spot number 9. We're going to remove Jacob Underwood. It is a 2-spot list. So, there's 8 people left here. Jacob's going to keep his pull. Congratulations, Jacob. We're not going to take that away from him. He got it on number 9. There's another hit. We're just going to run another around, okay? So, now there's 1 fewer guys in there. Jacob can't win twice. Now we're going to reshuffle. I'm such a goof. I did this yesterday, and I said I shouldn't do that. So now we're going to reshuffle with the other hit. My God, guys. It's because it's become habit to do a single card because we do so many other breaks that do not have 2 hits. They have a single hit. So I'm used to using a single card. Guys, we got to call the old people home. It's time. You're talking about politicians? I'm ready to be called home. How would you feel if someone just gave you the Charizard first edition PSA 10 Holo? I'd feel like they're part of the family. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, how could you not? Because that is the largest gift you'll probably ever receive in your whole life. And obviously it's a very meaningful gift. So, you know, it's like a marriage proposal for being besties. Here's 1 and here's 2. 6 Corrupted. Ruben. Aaron Searles. There it is. So Aaron on 5. The TV shows and movies shoving pride stuff down our throats is getting very old, but a company supporting a group of people isn't a bad thing. Here we are. So, no, it's very bad. What are you talking about? I'm just messing with you. Jacob Underwood and Aaron Searles are going into the Umbreon break. My phone's on 1. Underwear. There we go. Do I really get a free slab with my first purchase, mister? Yes, it's a TheCardconomist graded slab, and it's going to be a nice, cute little slab. You really do get a free one on your first order. It's got to be a minimum order of just $8. Not very much at all. Just $8 minimum order. Yeah, some people try to buy like a Hanafuda, and they're like, all right, where's my free slab? Oops. So, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 means there's only 7 spots left. So if this does not end tonight, because there's only 7 spots left, if this does not end tonight, it will very, 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 very likely end tomorrow. I mean, it just, there's no way it makes it through another stream. And it might not make it through this stream. That's a fresh round. So Sublist is still running. In case you missed it. Let's rotate these slabs. Here's a cute little Sandshrew 7. Very cute. Melodic 10 for $88. That's actually very cheap. This is the charity slab. Blastoise 6 first edition 1.2K. Holding value, by the way. It has not changed in value. Okay, and there's Cubone 9.5. Nearly done. 3 spots left on that Cubone. Okay, let's do what's next. We got 6 corrupted art. One's 4 from Nightmares. Let's see what you guys are saying. Marriage is like 4K years old. They're not trying to change your mind, Scott. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. No, but I don't agree with it. How much is that Umbreon worth? A lot. He's probably over like $1,000 by now. BGS mislabels the blue and yellow poker cards. PSA mislabels yellow, but not blue. Duty's trying to share his programming. My bank is performing online maintenance. At least some sports organizations have banned trans people. Should boycott every company that sides with them. All right, here we are. 4 from Nightmares. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. Very nice. Yeah, like we just watched Mario, and they didn't make Mario black, and they didn't make Luigi gay, and Peach wasn't like a strong feminist icon, and it's like, whoa. It was like it really was nostalgic, because it was kind of like going back into the 90s when that was not the focus of the main characters of any show. Being, you know, making sure we have to have this particular diversity. We have to have this. The girl has to be president of the world. Although I guess Peach actually is she's the princess, isn't she? She's the leader. So that actually does kind of work out for them. But, you know, it didn't feel like it was shoved in your face. Like, now do you see? You didn't believe Princess Peach could be a princess, did you guys? You know what I mean? It wasn't anything like that. It wasn't in your face. And, yeah, it was very pleasant to watch. I'm not saying that those things are all necessarily wrong, but it's like, it's every movie now. And it's like, I get it. You know, you watch every movie and that's what they're trying to tell you. It's like, you didn't expect that, did you, racist? Here we go. What do we got? It does get tiring. It does. When will the movies just be about the internal psychological struggles of the character? You know what I mean? When will it be about the character arc of the character and not about some sort of political ideation of the writers? Women are allowed to join major men's sports league. None of them can compete. All that is blank, mister. That's because Illumination Studios are founded by Mormons. Don't tell anyone. If you're born with ovaries, you're a woman. If you're born with a rooster, you're a man. All right, here we go. You ready? That is so inaccurate. Obviously, you have not been through the college courses where they explain that gender is a social construct. And actually, you can be either gender. Here we go. Astra Protoflorian. Here's Sapphire Weapon. Well, that's a cool looking design, man. You have a rooster and 2 eggs. Yeah, something like that. That's kind of what it's like. Oh, there's that lovely cloud. We know for a fact that that is, even the non-hollow version of this cloud shows up like, we pulled, what was it, like 4 of these in a master case? It was crazy. I know where I'm buying from now because it makes me feel sick that way. Gender is determined by the XX or XY chromosomes. Yeah, so, and that's what people argue. Some people will argue that, look, it's biologically defined, not socially defined. And other people say, no, it's not biologically defined at all. There's a separation between biological definitions and gender expression or something like that, right? That's the argument. Oh, wow, that's a nice round. Oh, you're picking up both Sephiroths in the same pack? That's cool. All right, very nice. Yeah, so those are essentially the arguments, aren't they? There we go. Ugh. Great, Joe Biden done scrambling Matthew's brain. What? That sounds like a personal problem to me. Sephiroth heavy pack. Yeah, he looks really good. You want to see him up close? Look at this. Dang, man, they got some style over there in Japan. I love their characters. 6 corrupted. Chimpanzees share 99% DNA with human species. So what you're telling me is that I'm basically a monkey. Umbreon update, 7 spots left, Psycho Crusher, 7 spots left. I believe genitals make the gender, but I could care less whether someone thinks they are different gender. Doesn't affect me in the least. Here we are. Ugh. Timothy Miller, 2 Narutos. You got it, man. Here we are. It's the final countdown. Matthew, that's your option, just like I have my option. Some folks just fell out of the swing too many times and hit their head at grade school. I've been sniffing the fresh card smell for too many years. Starting to make me dumb. Kids pretending to be cats and bringing litter boxes to school saying meow. Right, and would you call that some sort of like delusion? Because delusion's a real word. So in what cases do we finally use the word delusion? Hey, you're being delusional. Well, you're not allowed to call anyone delusional because that's really offensive now. You know what I mean? It's like it's a meanie word. It's a bullying word. Hey, you're being delusional and you got to cut it out. But, you know, on the subject of transsexuality, I think Matthew's, you know, he's right in a lot of cases where it's like it doesn't really affect you. And I think most people don't talk about it when it doesn't affect them. But it does eventually affect you in a few instances. So first of all, when it's your own family member or when it's you, right? So that immediately affects you at that point. But then there's another case where in sports, who should be, you know, if you're playing for the men's sport your whole life and then you transition, should you be allowed to play for the women's sport? That's a big one. And then, of course, there's bathrooms. Like if you have your daughter in the bathroom and there's a guy who hasn't had his weenie snapped off, should he be undressing in front of her? You know, or not. I'm sorry, the locker rooms, not the bathrooms. But yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. It's been an odd one. Or like jails. If you identify as a woman, should you be sent to the woman's jail room? Weird. There you go, Timothy Miller. So it does actually pop up. We have like these. We have institutions that we put together to specifically help women or benefit women. And now, all of a sudden, men have access to them, you know? Like, women's sports exclude men so that women can have a fair competition amongst each other. And now there's kind of like men are in there, right? And so it's kind of like, you know, people are raising their eyebrows, trying to decide if that's okay. And some women are speaking up and saying, hell no, it's not okay. They're like, this is our sport. You can't come in here just because you decided that you identify as a different social construct, because biologically you were male, and then it becomes an argument over testosterone levels, bone size, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's all this complicated stuff. It becomes this really, you know, tension-filled, dangerous conversation. All right. Timothy Miller, I have a bag. Thank you, Timothy. Jose Fimbres says, hello, mister. Please add $50 to my slab. You got it, Mr. Jose Fimbres. Yeah, it's all we talk about, too, over in the U.S. I wish that it was like a subject that was just done and settled. No matter what it was just done and settled. So that America could move on to other subjects of greater importance. There we go. Because we love to talk about sexual identity a lot. It's like our favorite thing right now. 2 spots for the Steamy Siege. All right, so the best thing about Steam Siege, is you can pull Steamboat Willie out of here. I'm going to call this Steamboat. I don't know how to spell boat. Willie. There we go. Steamboat Willie. All right, so Jose Fimbres, 2 spots. I'm, of course, joking. This is Steam Siege. There we go. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. I like to hear you guys' opinions, and I'll read them for you. Space Jesus, if a biological man is sent to a women's prison, there will be pregnancies. Yes, so he's right. That actually happened. A man identified as a woman got sent to the girls' jail and then started getting women pregnant. Marshall Weber says, nope, if you have a dick, you should go with the dudes. Transgender is banned from disc golf. Is it really? That's really oddly niche. Thermic says, there was a T-woman who impregnated 5 women in pregnant. 5 women before it ended, guys. Chris Thompson says, in disc golf, the Pro Tour is separated by the MPO, FBO. Marshall Weber says, really mean thing. Funko PDX says, my coworker is a woman trying to be a man, and it's all in the men's locker room bathroom all the time. It's weird. Rob K says, mister, that would be like putting the Paralympics with the regular Olympics. Psycho Crusher says, hey, mister, could you give a base set update, including the sub list, please? Yeah, let's take a quick look. I had somebody asking me about getting in the base set break soon, just the other day. Here it is. So all that's really happened is more people are finishing their Slabaways. I believe another one finished just the other day. And then here's the base set booster sub list. When you buy into this, it gives you a chance for a base set booster. You can see there's a lot of spots, $20 a spot. And if you get pulled out of here, you get added to this list for $20. So it's a $20 risk, but you get added over here. And I don't expect it to fill super fast, but it is filling. Maybe if we fill half the box, I'll take the other half. I don't know. China are the ones pushing transgender because they want to destroy our society. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily true. It has always been a power struggle. Your mom pulls a mean steamboat. One thing we know is that it's not like a modern problem. It's been around for a long time, right? So we know that they had this kind of stuff in Roman times. And the Roman Empire was kind of an advanced civilization too. Could be the case that when societies become very wealthy, it is easier to be, let's say, homosexual. And then I think from homosexuality, you eventually get transsexuality. So you go, well, I like being gay. And then you go, well, maybe I'm more than just gay. Maybe I'm actually a girl. You know what I mean? So I think it kind of leads from one to the other. And yeah, so they had that stuff in their society too. You have people who wanted to cut their wieners off. Or like you would have, didn't Emperor Nero actually get a boy who looked kind of like his dead wife, and he chopped the dude's genitals off, and then he paraded him around as his, you know, like new sex partner or something like that? All right, next up we've got Yolan to Jampins, Dragonite Break. So I think that was a thing that happened back then. Oh, he's finishing it. It's over. So it's a human phenomenon. And we don't seem to have an answer to it. There's no like, yep, this is what you do in this case. You know what I mean? Yolan to Jampins. Yeah, they were gay. They showcased it a lot in Spartacus, the TV series. If you bought the other side of the box, would you open the heavy packs? I suppose I would. I haven't claimed to want to do that yet, but I'll think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Yolan, finish that up. Let's go get these packs. I love this music that's playing. This is Advanced Wars. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But, you know, one of the things we're finding, some societies are finding that there's this shocking increase in the number of children and teenagers identifying as transsexual. And so they believe that, no, there's no possible way that this is the real number of transsexuals with body dysmorphia or, you know, like trapped in the wrong body. It's most likely a social trend to, you know, try this out. And so the real conversation, I think, moves over to like, what kind of body modifications do we allow? Do we allow people to cut their genitals off? That's like castration. What if you'll never have children? Do we allow for the puberty blockers? What if that's essentially the same as, you know, stopping your regular development into being able to have children? The hormonal injections. So if you start taking testosterone as a girl, estrogen as a boy, From what I understand, not only can it give you lifelong sexual dysfunction, but that's the same thing as castrating you because it ruins your genitals. Here we are. So Jeremy says 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the big conversation. And obviously, you already know my opinion is that there shouldn't be any. You don't want to do harm. You know, don't cut anyone's willy off. Don't. All right, Benjamin, be honest. No, I think people are too young to understand what it means like to never be able to have children. And wanting to have children, maybe that occurs in your 30s, not in your teens. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Oh, I felt it. Number 6 is Nikolaj Rasmussen. I'm sorry, Yolan, that's a miss. All right, congratulations to Nikolaj. He got a lovely Dragonite. I want to have my balls back. Here we are. Are you saying you're missing your balls? There we go. XX. Oh, RNGR says, Mister, it's a fad, sad but true. I don't think it's a fad, but you know, I think that it's definitely trending. It's trendy right now. So I think it's more than a fad, but it's definitely very trendy right now. And, you know, the first round of kids receiving treatments to be more like a girl or more like a boy, they're the guinea pigs. That's my opinion. They are the guinea pigs. And they're coming forward years later and saying, I regret having my breasts cut off. I regret that I can never have children. I regret that my penis doesn't work. I can't have sex anymore. And so they're coming forward and saying, man, these like hormones effed me up, you know, and I had early menopause. My hair started falling out, that kind of stuff. So they're coming forward and basically explaining like, no, you can't just start injecting hormones in your body and be all right. It's a pretty severe thing. Here we are. But, you know, I feel that I don't think your BTC address is correct. Now, I know that's not true because I just received BTC from Mr. Brad Bettle. He just sent it today. He sent 147. So it's got to be working. I say just don't mess around with kids. Let them become age of to decide for themselves. I blame plastic surgery, parading them around like it's a great thing, and then companies saying, yeah, we support you. Yeah, so you're encouraging it. Yeah, you're encouraging it. And I would encourage children to do a few things. Finish school, go dating, get married, and have a family of your own. That's the most important step. Have a family of your own. And if you can't have... Why did I just write Yolan down? Yolan, I'm sorry. I have to give it to the other guy. I did it because Yolan was on the computer. Let's make sure we spell Nikolaj correctly. But yes, so people are too young to understand what it means like to wish that they had children. So in the near future, I truly believe as everyone who received injections of puberty blockers or hormonal treatment, when they get older and they become desperate for children because they're lonely, loneliness, guys, that's a big one. When they become desperate, they see their friends have presents under the Christmas tree for their child, or they take their child out, you know, trick-or-treating, or they're getting older and their kids going off to college and all this, and they're all alone because they can't have kids. It's going to hit them like a brick wall. It's going to be real bad. And that'll be in the future. We're seeing some of that already, actually, but it's going to be in the future that the trend we saw in the last 10 years toward transsexuality, especially the last 5 years, that trend's going to catch up in about 10 to 20 years, and the inability to have children is going to be shocking. It's going to be like a travesty, in my opinion. And I strongly suspect people will call it, well, we can't do this because it's inhumane for children to lose their ability to have children and not really even know what it means to want children. Christine Andrews says, hello, mister, can I get a Disney snipe? Because, again, they're too young to understand what it means to want to have children. You got to get older first. Too young to have a choice, you effing up there mentally. Caitlyn Jenner, cough, you mean Bruce Jenner. I hope random gamer dad marry another dad. Just set hormone therapy to 18 years. Encourage. I would say even 18, you don't understand what you're giving up. Because I didn't want kids at 18. How many of you guys were ready? How many of you guys, I don't know about how it is for girls, but guys, were ready to raise a kid at 18? Not me. Definitely not me. I'm 34. I still don't have my first kid. So I've enjoyed not having kids for a long time. And I feel ready for kids now. Here we are. Boom. But I was not ready at 18. So if you're at 18 taking hormonal drugs into your body, that's going to ruin your ability to have children when you're 30. How are you supposed to know, you know? But then I guess you bring up the subject, like, when do you decide? If you're going to take hormonal treatment, when do you decide? All right, can I get a Disney Snipe? Can I keep Minnie Mouse or Daisy Duck cards? You got it, Christine. TikTok algorithm targets transgender videos to American children, but not their own people. Well, probably more likely what you mean to say is it's banned in China. They ban that stuff. We could ban that stuff, but it is not banned over here because that's not America's position on it. America's very much for all of it. But in China, they've banned that stuff because they think it's harmful. Here we are. And, you know, you can disagree with them on it. You can be like, well, you're the bad guys. You're wrong about that. It's all actually very good. You're oppressing people's true sexual identity. So you can make all those arguments, but it's just banned over there. Over here, it's not banned. That's why it shows up. And it's because everyone's talking about it. You and I are talking about it. So everyone's talking about it. So, of course, it's going to show up on their screen. Here you go, Christine. Cinderella, do-do-do-do-do. Cinderella, Cinderella, do-do-do-do, Cinderella. All right, that was a very cute movie. It finally went through. Sounds good, man. Steamboat Willie is a myth. Random Gamer, what's wrong with the gays? There we go. Not me, but half the girls in high school were getting pregnant. Yeah, that was a big thing in the 90s because everyone was scared of that happening to their kid, right? Being straight nowadays is a minority. No, that's definitely not true. I think that in older generations, it's an extreme minority to be gay or trans. But for Gen Z, you see a trend where it's more common, but it's still a minority. Used to be if you're gay, it was shocking. Now it's the norm. Being straight is like WTF in real life. Gamers scared of rainbows. Isn't Takashi69 gay now? I love blank. We just need to get rid of the government and cliques and size and all that. President elections are a joke nowadays. Well, I actually think that many of these things might be a result of having an actual prosperous society where you have nothing better to do than go to work and then decide how you feel like using your genitals that night. You know what I mean? You're not trying to survive anymore. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is having a family, having a wife and kids might be sort of a function of being poor and being needing to survive. Now that you can just sort of have sex for fun and the survival aspect is sort of removed from it, you know, you can have all this birth control and abortion. Now you're just like, what feels good? You know what I mean? Like, what feels good to me? Jordan Fossenwave, 5 Merlin Series 1 stickers and 2 Disneys. You got it, man. Mr. Jordan. Biden is the gay lord. You're just going to keep saying that over and over. Remember when America Idol was top dog and we all joked everyone would text to vote the next president? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now girls woke because of social media. Well, yeah, the social media apparently really did play a large role in society because things have really changed ever since social media became a thing. I remember since I'm 34 and I was born in 1989, that means I was making memories by about 1995. And I still remember the 90s and Y2K and AOL. And I still remember the early 2000s. And yeah, it was a very, very different time period. But then, you know, the cell phone comes out in about 2006, 2007. The smartphone does. And after that, Facebook comes out and everything just rapidly changes from that point. Social media, you could say, is one of the big inventions of our lifetime. Here we are. What do we got? We're like a hive mind now, guys, and we can share all of our worst ideas. We are like a hive mind. There we go. My wife still has her AOL email address. Shoop. You didn't hear about all that BS when we were kids. Well, and that's right, because if you were homosexual, maybe you just didn't tell anybody. There was no support group for you. Now, even if you're a very niche small group, you can connect to each other over the internet. So you can be like, I got a group, I got a support group. You know what I mean? So yeah, all that stuff was more hidden. Children shouldn't have to see that stuff at all. So, and maybe what you're suggesting from that is that children are highly influenced by what they're exposed to. So maybe if you don't expose your children to transsexuality and you don't expose them to homosexuality, they have a lower chance of pursuing those things, right? So, and maybe that makes sense. Like, maybe if you exposed all the children to bondage, they'd be really into bondage. They'd be like, yeah, I love leather. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe what you expose children to basically directs what they're going to get into later in life. And that's one of the more recent things where that sounds crude if you think about it. Is it crude? Because what we're doing right now is, I don't know, drag events, right? So you got bondage actually might not be too far away from drag queen shows because they're a little bit about dressing up. All right, I don't want to take too much. I don't want to take too much of a liberty for myself to make these comparisons, but yeah, I mean, but you get it, right? So if you expose your children to it, it's going to be on their minds, and that's what they're going to be thinking about and working on in the future. Look at that Charmeleon. What children really need to be exposed to is Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah, no drag queens for me when I was growing up. It was Pokemon. I think it's a bit too sexual, right? That's been my position on that subject. Way too sexual. Oh, there's the Snorlax. All right. You got the Charmeleon and you got the Snorlax. You got a great round, man. There we go. If you're gay, cool, but I don't want to hear about it. Do they want to hear about me being straight as a circle? No law. My 9-year-old niece was questioning her sexuality last year. No kid should go through that. If I had a kid, I'd want them to have kids also kind of a biological norm. Not just a biological norm, I would say a moral imperative. Like, there is nothing else to do. You exist because you've made it this far genetically, and you are nothing but your genetics. That's all you are. You are just your two parents' combined genes, and they're from an ancient historical timeline of humans coming from the beginning of existence to today. And if you don't continue that lineage, well, then you failed as an animal. You failed. So I consider it to be more than just like, I hope we do that. It's like paramount to your existence. It's the only thing that has any real meaning is the continued existence of your family's lineage. And so anything that detracts from that, including neutering yourself, people don't always understand how invaluable their ability to reproduce is. And that's because no one teaches it, by the way. But we teach other things like, here's what a drag queen is. But so you have these children who are exposed to that and not told, by the way, you know, you need to be able to have a healthy, loving relationship with somebody and have kids with them one day, right? And all this other stuff is just extra. You know what I mean? Anyways, my thoughts on some of those subjects. I feel like we talk about them a lot. They pop up a lot. We talk about it a lot because they pop up a lot. So, Mr. Jordan, did I move your bag over yet? I bet you had a large bag. Jonathan, Nath. What about over here? Wilder. Are you up top, perhaps? Let me check up top. No. Is this you? Oh, here you are. I found you. My ancient Celtic ancestors made sure I was here for Pokemon. Thank you, Olgoth the Grey, for this. Exact, precisely. Who happen to love that neighbor? Jesus Christ is looking at you. Here we are. If you change your sexuality and sleep with the sex you used to be, does that make you gay? Only if you are not wearing socks. If you leave the socks on, you're totally cool. All right, what's next? Pidgeot Cardos 7. Another melodic. Very nice. This is the Destroy Slab. If you donate $1 to this, we'll eventually drill a hole through it. Articuno 8.5. Real pretty. That's a good one. Venusaur. Oh, man. If I started a break on Venusaur, you guys would buy it up. Mister, can you open a box of Cyberstorm Access, please? Richard Vidal pre-ordered. Oh, Richard's here. Richard is here. Soup. Yes, sir. Let's get your box of Cyberstorm Access. I almost called it Cyber Access. There we go. And we need a sealed box. So we brought this new Yu-Gi-Oh set on because a lot of the cards in the set go for a lot of good money. I pay attention to that kind of detail. I have beautiful feet. I take care of my feet. How about you, mister? Not really. I don't know about you, mister. If you have sex with the socks off but lights on, which gender are you? Penisaurus. Is this stream gay positive? Well, we're opening Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'd have to say yes. Here we go. I'm just joking, Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. I'm just making fun of you. Have you ever had cyber sex? Is that just where you text each other naughty stuff, or like, is there more to it than that? What is cyber sex? There we go. Mr. Jordan. This is 24 packs, right? Yeah, 24 packs. Good. Phone sex. I've had plenty of phone sex. That's because it's very easy to have. You just talk naughty to each other. I happen to talk a lot. And so, yes, talking sexually with someone is very enjoyable. The old Yahoo Messenger days. I lost my virginity to phone sex. Right, of course. Losing your virginity because you said some naughty words over the phone. There you go. How do we pre-order prices on new booster boxes? Sometimes on an incoming set, the price is actually already in the menu. It'll be a number next to the coming soon words. So if it happens to be a set where the price has already been chosen, you can just send in ahead of time if you wish. Moaning on the phone. Oh, God, haha, I'm so wet, daddy. No, I haven't done anything like that. No. I haven't done anything like that. Here we go. I called the 1-900 number, and the lady said I was hot for a 9-year-old. Oh, I remember that, though. Yeah, you could call phone numbers back in the late 90s, early 2000s. They probably still exist today. But there were numbers you could call where you could talk to some lady on the phone, and she'd say stuff, right? But I never explored that as a kid. But I know that, and I, of course, never as an adult either, but that's really weird. Didn't they have an episode of South Park that kind of satirized it, where Randy Marsh, he was really into cooking, and he called up a lady on the phone to do like a cooking thing with her. You're going to saute those onions? Oh, yeah, I'm going to saute them. Ooh, then you can really deglaze that pan. Yeah, I'm going to deglaze the shit out of it. Okay, here goes. Party line activities. Then they charge your phone bill $100. Whoa, man. Whew. Okay, so we got Protect Code Talker. Now, I don't need to watch for anything in this back of the pack, do I? Wish Dragon. Got Wish Dragon, Sweet Dreams. Probably some random dude with a soft voice. You never know. Firewall Defender. Could have been your 500-pound neighbor. And she's got to make money, so. And she's got a sweet voice. Cream Frish is a top 10 episode for me. Yeah, it was a really good one. Cream Frish. Here we are. Here's Wannabe. Aw, that's cute. All right. S-Force Night Chaser. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff we could talk about in society these days. Reincarnation of the 7th Emperors. Fun stuff to talk about. In the end, to me, it's all just stuff to talk about, really. You know what I mean? Stuff to talk about. Things to talk about. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Am I making you Randy? Here we are. All right. Beavis and Butthead called a phone sex line. Here's Adularia. Here's a funny fact. There's a show made in Scotland a long time ago that I really, really, really enjoy. I watch it like a million times because I just leave it playing in the background. And the name of the show is called Still Game. And the two guys, ooh, here we go. Vicious Astroloud. How vicious. Ooh, man, that's a crazy looking card. They had previously, their jobs when they were younger dudes, they had worked on those telephone adult lines, and their job was to make sure that the girls weren't telling the people on the line to send money to other places. So their job was to eavesdrop on conversations. Now, it's not really some sort of really important detail, but I just found that so funny that that's what they did before they went on to directing TV shows and acting. Here we are. They worked in adult entertainment, basically. Hit up Mike Jones because Mike Jones about to blow. Mainly voice. Hola mi lamo brandy. What's your favorite South Park episode? Oh, that's a good question. Let me sneeze. Boy, I sneeze a lot in this room, don't I? Must be all the dust. Mike Jones, I'm pissed! Name some of the best South Park episodes. I'll tell you if I hear one that I really, really, really like. Timmy joining the Crips. That one's pretty good. I very much feel that you should have to be born crippled. And that everyone else is a poser. Here's Super Heavy Samurai. Not these cripple wannabes. The episode with the parody of the Lord of the Rings. That could easily be a top 10. Definitely. Butters, he's like, my precious. That's messed up. Naughty Nurses 9. Here's Grand Sulfachord. No. It was Backdoor Sluts. That's what it was called. Backdoor Sluts makes Naughty Nurses 9 seem like Naughty Nurses 4 or something like. I don't remember the line. This is such a funny episode. Infinite Track Road Roller. Chin Pokemon. Chin Pokemon's good, but I wouldn't list it as like a top 10. The reason Chin Pokemon's funny is just because Pokemon's so prevalent. It's such a famous franchise. Actually, you know what's interesting? So it's Matt and Trey, right? And I think Matt's the main guy. And he had studied for Japanese, right? He took Japanese language or something like that when he was in college. The World of Warcraft episode. That, I think, is probably a top 10 episode for a lot of people. It was extremely funny. That definitely has to go on a top 10 list. Yeah, so Lord of the Rings, the World of Warcraft episode. Definitely the World of Warcraft episode. Scott Tenorman Must Die. I think that one's a real classic because I think it was before South Park had reached too much fame. So they were still scrappier at that point. You know, they weren't as famous of a TV show. And Cartman's sort of psychopathology or whatever you might call her, psychopathy, really becomes more obvious in that show. You're like shocked by how crazy he is. Yeah, that was a great one. That's a $160 card, says Obamacare. Which one? The Firewall Dragon Simulator? Let's double check it. I'm curious. Again, I bought this set because I know it's an expensive. There's a lot of great pulls in this one. Okay, let's try looking up Firewall. No, it's a $5 card as a secret rare. So this is $5. If he had pulled the Starlight Rare version of the card, it would have been $158. Here we are. But it's not the Starlight this time. All right, really nice. That was for Richard Vidal. Thanks, Richard. I had a lot of fun opening this. Fish's Astrolaud as well, huh? Carmen gets Tourette. That was okay. Cock Magic isn't an Asian thing or a Mexican thing. White people do it too if they're poor enough. Oh my God. I like the episodes where Kenny would die. Is that a Starlight Rare? It is not. That is Starlight, isn't it? No, that's not Starlight. If it was Starlight, the whole card would have the holographic effect. When Satan has a new boyfriend and Saddam is trying to kill him while Cartman is running a fake church on Earth. That's a bit of an older one, too. All right, so that was for Richard Vidal, who's probably over here. Richard. There's a lot of episodes. Here we are. How about the Woodland Critter Christmas episode? Where the Woodland Critter Christmas. Hail Satan. Chittiwok, take an order, please. Welcome to Shatipa Town. Cartman, Butters, and Token making a Christian rock album was hilarious. Yeah, that one's really good. Andres Melkor, Express Grade, The Dragon Maid, and Diane Altart. More 7 Deadly. One more 7 Deadly. You got it, man. Gonna be about $350. You remember the South Park game for Nintendo 64? No, I never played that. I like the episode. Stan's dad was addicted to blank. That one was pretty funny. I'm going out California way. Here we are. Wait. Okay, that's just a hollow. Ultimate blow. Andres Melkor. Yeah, we're headed out California way. See if we can strike some internet. Let's all get together to try and make bullying kill itself. Here we are. And here we are. I think I did like the episode where there was like a villain. And it was the safe space episode where they had like all the singing with Cartman and everything. I think at the time Matt and Trey were actually working on the Book of Mormon. And so they had like musical numbers in their actual episodes at that point. My safe space. Da 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 da. My safe space. I don't remember all the lyrics, but it was something like that. You had the villain with the handlebar mustache. It is reality. Yes. And then they hung him right at the end, right? I thought that was really good timing because society back then was already seeming kind of crazy and it's just gotten crazier from there. You know what I mean? All right. Andres Melkor. It was very good timing. Wrong card. The signed dragon made card. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I'm getting confused over here. I'm like, what? You didn't have a signature card, did you? Express grade the Dragon Maid and Diane Altart. Wasn't it somebody else who pulled the... It was Carlos who pulled the Dragon Maid. Carlos pulled the Dragon Maid signature. I'm getting a little confused here. So Carlos pulled this just before you. Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is. That was Mr. Carlos who pulled that. Am I getting... Oh, I misheard. Sorry. It says 6 corrupted. Okay. Oh, 6 corrupted art was the one telling me wrong card, the signed Dragon Maid. Oh, that's correct. Just express grade them. Thank you very much. 6 corrupted, you freaked me out. I was like, did I do something wrong? Did I make some major mistake? Did I give the wrong person the wrong card? Okay, we'll put this over here. All right, no problem. This goes back in. Soup. And so express grades on these. Soup. Da, 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 da. No one can hurt me in my safe space. I can't remember how it goes. By the way, if you guys really enjoy South Park, you should open one of these South Park booster packs. Here we are. There we go. Me doing a little salesmanship there. Stephen Wells, $20 credit. Okay, Stephen Wells says he has a $20 credit. So sex is the first thing. Nobody hurts me and thinks I'm great in my safe space. Yeah, that's a really good song. It actually sounded good. It was like catchy. I was impressed. 3 spots in the poker card mini. Ah, okay. Right here, Stephen Wells. Good luck, Stephen. There's a sequel of King of the Hill coming to Hulu. Really? How are they going to do that? Because I guess they can get replacement voice actors, can't they? Because Llewellyn, the voice actor for Llewellyn died. She was like my age. And she died from a heart attack from, what was it, like too low of blood pressure or something like that? I don't remember. She died from something. Bobby's a teen. Oh, so Bobby's going to be kind of grown up now. They're aging everyone up. I'm excited for it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds neat. It's going to be a time skip. The girl and her husband, VAs, both died. Yeah, the voice actors passed. Brittany Murphy and Tom Petty died. Yeah, so, yeah, that's really, wow. It's almost like a romantic thing, but not like a nice romantic. It's sort of like a tragic romantic. The voice actors for the couple that got married in the show both died. Wow. It's pretty wild. So, let's see who wins this. Really tragic, though, especially for the girl, because she was not that old. She would be like 34 today. Remember Robin Williams' suicide. So Robin Williams, didn't he get diagnosed with like a degenerating muscle disorder or something? Like, I don't remember, like dementia or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Suicide's a disease. I actually agree with that statement. It's a fascinating thing. I wish, you know, maybe somebody could have reached out and saved him, but when you start feeling bad, you start feeling bad, and then, yeah, suicide's pretty bad. The girl, maybe he'd still be alive today. I don't know. What was he diagnosed with? He was diagnosed with something serious, and that's when he committed suicide. He had a lot of issues toward the end. Yeah, I mean, when life gets really, really difficult, especially health, when your health starts to dwindle, you start to question, like, what's the point anymore? You know, like, I'm not me. I'm not myself anymore. All the main voices are coming back besides Khan. Yeah, that was all over the internet for a long time when that happened. It was really sad. Suicide is awful. Don't kill yourself, people. Yeah, exactly, guys. I watched a Netflix movie about a dude who's planning on killing himself, but then he sees his wife in a vision and she tells him he needs to live for her. That's sweet. Robin Williams would have really enjoyed the new Zelda game out today. So sad. He was a huge fan. Jeremy Patterson, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Nancy Salas on 1? No. Ruben on 2? No. Jacob on 3. Jacob on 4. Zachary on 5. Stephen Wells on 6. Nath on 7. Nath on 8. I felt it. I can kind of feel it a little bit. My fingers get used to the feeling of 2 cards, and so when the heavy pack gets picked up, I'm like, that feels heavy. Nath Rayner on 8. That's going to be the end of the Cubone break. Congratulations to Nath Rayner. All right. His daughter's name is Zelda. That's such a cool name for her, too. There we go. All right. Sorry to everyone else in the break. But you know, breaks are a risky thing. A man named Corn. Orders closed. What time is it? 3:07? Not at all. Send those orders in. Oops. I need one of these. Send those orders in. Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to do this anymore. You were just going to keep the sleeve that it's currently in. So that's how we're going to do it. This is Stephen Wells. Oh, come on. This is such an expensive slab. You're going to get a fresh sleeve. This is a real fancy slab, so you get a fresh sleeve. Hey, that's not me. I'm pissed. Yeah. Yes, that is correct. I tried blanking myself when I was 7. Won't help anything, only hurt you close. Your closest. Your closest? There we go. I was really, really majorly depressed when I left home when I was 17. And that was really difficult to deal with. There's a lot of depression involved in that. I feel like, you know, the idea of getting rid of yourself kind of pops up in your mind to sort of escape all the frustration and pain. For me, I think I default to another feeling of wanting to fight. Like, we're going to fight it. We're going to fight it. And so I guess I'm lucky to have those feelings. And maybe you could then say, well, maybe you just weren't depressed enough. You know what I mean? Here we are, Nath Rayner. But I think that's what people need. They need the feeling like, I'm going to fight this. It's been 1 hour since I sent my order. Hey, that means we're having a busy night. We are having a little bit of a busy night, but I'm going to try and make sure that your wait's not any longer than it should be. We're going to go ahead and get this Venusaur started. Aphasia. So he had something called aphasia. And what is aphasia? Here we are. Here we are. I'm enjoying the stream, not worried. I couldn't imagine leaving home at 17. I'm 34, living with my millionaire daddy still. Yeah, millionaire daddy. Ugh. You had a comfier life than me, no doubt. Bruce Willis videos show him not being able to walk properly too. That's really tough, man. Yeah, I remember them announcing that Bruce Willis was having a brain condition from aging. Gotta enjoy life while you're young. For me, it was that I was given the message that a lot of people with my disease died before they reached the age of 18, so my solution was to end early. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's tough. And interestingly, you point out that it's a health issue. So what you're talking about sounds exactly like what Robin Williams went through with, because he probably got diagnosed with something, and he just said, well, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I give up. And he should have stuck around. He should have stuck around longer and just tried to live with it as best as he could live with it. Whoa, so the Venusaur is kind of pricey. He is not cheap. All right, so Venusaur is a pricier one, just so you all know. Just like the Charizard was a pricier one. It's going to be $20. 1 in 10. Oops. There we go. All right. It's a disorder that affects a person's ability to communicate. Yeah, and if you think about that, that must be really difficult for someone who loves to communicate. It's like if I could no longer talk myself. Aphasia, disorder that affects a person's ability to communicate. Some people would rather just die on their own terms. Robin Williams was diagnosed with early dementia. That's got to be tough when your brain starts going out on you. Robin hid it for a while. He tried. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, in fact, we don't know how advanced the stage of the disease was when he decided to take his own life. Might have been really far at that point. And we just didn't know it. So now we have Jimmy Rivera, 1 box of Disney. We're having a busy night, guys. Jimmy Rivera, 1 box of Disney. Let me go grab it. Fresh case? All right, we got to get a new case out. And that also means I need to start looking into a restock and current prices. Down here. Dude, my ankle's still not feeling well. Why is this turned off? There you go. Okay, we'll just grab 3 of these real fast. So, before we go any further with these Disney packs, I just want to get an idea of how their prices are changing or not changing. Okay. Let's say I wanted to restock a new case. Disney Weiss. My Mr. Fart on the box to bless it. Wow, you could buy a $20,000 master case. Just $20,000. That's basically free. What is that? $7,000 a case? That's not worth it, is it? Excuse me, having a little cough there. No, this is not actually Disney. That is Pixar. Here it is, Disney. Okay, so we've got the Disney. And I believe it's 18 boxes per case, right? Yes, 18 box in a carton. So here goes. Let me do a little math here, guys. It's important math. Actually, let me click on this too, because we have to understand there's some complicated stuff like import fees and taxes all play a role. All right, there we go. And there's how many in here? 16 packs. All right, so it says right here, the price needs to be at $13 a pack. Wow, okay, so that's good actually, because that's not a whole lot different from what we currently have it at. We'll leave it at 12 for a little while longer, and then we're gonna revert to 13. You ready? Hike them prices up. No, we're leaving them the same for a little while longer. By the way, so the news is that the price, or the price on these have not risen too much. They look like they will need to cost an extra $1 in the future. We keep an eye on this set because this has been the most popular set on the channel. And so if that's true for me, it's probably true for other channels too. And so whenever that's the case, you got to keep an eye on the cost of it. Okay, Jimmy Rivera, good luck. I hope we pull Steamboat Willie right here and right now. One day these will be $30 a pack, but not soon. Mr. got to do some the summoning no jutsu. We're gonna do a what did they do when they were trying to sue somebody who was dead in South Park? It was the toilet episode where Clyde didn't close the toilet seat or something like that. A truance, a suance. We need to do a suance. Steamboat Willie's a myth. Wouldn't it be funny if we pulled it right after you said that? But there's Peter Pan. Okay. Peter Pan. He's looking a little too white for my taste. Okay. Donald Duck. Wah. Oh, you got this lovely Frozen card. I actually believe that this card will do well if it grades well, because I know Frozen is a more recent franchise that has done very well. It's also at the right age for people who watched Frozen as kids to be getting older and go, oh, I want that card. My girlfriend does not believe Steamboat Willie exists. Well, he's out there. You got to wear the seatbelt, sir. What are you talking about? Here's Mando. Bad Kitty. He's a bad boy. Why do girls prefer bad boys instead of nice guys? Maybe some of the girls in the conversation can explain it. There we go. I'm such a nice guy. I'll treat you right. I swear. I'm a nice guy. Give me a chance. They only want the chance. Okay, here we are. Nice guys. Ugh. Nice guys are giving me the ick, and I'm not even a girl. Let's grab this. Because they're sluts. Pokemon need to learn quality control from Wise. True. Although imagine how the value of a PSA 10 anything would plummet if they did. Okay, here's this guy. All the characters are white. My girls don't like Frozen. Time to mistreat them like the politic guy Steven. Oh, Steven Chowder. Oh my god, dude. Here we are. Gotta wear the seatbelt, LMAO. True, mister. I'm not even a girl, and the nice guys give me the ick. Oh, okay, man. You're so nice. I'm a nice guy. Do I get the sex now? Jimmy Rivera. Isn't the company that is printing the English Disney not really into TCG? It's like some gift card company or something. What? Get the gloves, says Alex. Here we are. What? Here we go. Here we are. Time to buy another box, says Funko. Rip box. Here we are. Watching that Indian matchmaking on Netflix, though, is very depressing. Every single girl, number one thing they want is a tall guy. They don't even care about the other attributes. They're like, he's got to be 6 foot or taller. That's it. Nothing else matters until he hits 6 foot tall. It's like, bro! The matchmaker will be like, well, this guy's 5'10", 5'11". Don't even let me see him, because I don't need to, because he's not on my list. I never thought it was that big of a deal. I thought it was just sort of a thing. Maybe like how some guys like girls with big boobs, right? But no, they really were like, every single one of those girls would be like, he gotta be so tall. I need to be able to wear heels, and when I'm wearing my heels, he still needs to be taller than me. Jimmy Rivera. Oh, Jimmy, you got your bag over here. Pearl wanted long, tan, and handsome. What? Who are you talking about? Indian street vendor are yucky, says Emilio. They definitely have different standards on sanitization. If you're talking about in actual India, they're still a developing country. That'll probably change over time, by the way. So over time, as they become wealthier, that will probably become strict. They'll probably say, no, you don't just get to make a mess. You got to be real clean and sanitary. Okay, so we received some Bitcoin from Mr. RNGR. Mr. RNGR, what did you want? I'm assuming this is yours, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Good night. Mr. didn't bless the box properly. Steam Yacht Billy is a myth. No Locana is printed by Via Ravensburger, which is a board game company. Oh, very interesting. Hopefully it's collectible and gradable. Got me worried saying that kind of stuff. Back to the PayPal list. Let's see how bad it is. So short. BD RNGR, is he still here? BD Kicks. 1 hour ago. Pay off slab away and shipping. Just graduated college. Want to treat myself without gambling. Thanks for consistent streams. That's right, guys. You never actually have to get into breaks. You could just, like, buy a slab outright. BD Kicks. Or put it in slab away. He has the All-Stars Giratina. Okay, let me go grab that. Alex is bullying me. You do Magic the Gathering? Not yet. I used to do it, and then I got rid of it. You know, I could have been selling Magic for the last 4 years. Imagine how much product we would have moved. But, man, I don't really like their company all that much. Not a fan of the company. Okay, there it is. Lost Abyss Giratina break next. Mr. Hasbro seething that no one really opens as much as Pokemon packs. Magic is for nerds. Well, Pokemon's for nerds. Most card collecting is for nerds. Here we are. Okay, Mr. BD Kicks, paying this bad boy off. Thank you. Okay, and shipping, he says. So let's go looking for a BD Kicks bag. I don't know if you had a bag. Mr. Amazon owns Magic. Really? I did not know that. But they feel kind of woke-ish. Here we are. There were some things I noted, like there were girl cards. There was never a sexy girl card. None of the girls looked like anything except for like military soldiers. We had a set, okay? And then yeah, it just seemed kind of like any modern TV show. I didn't like it. I didn't like the advertise at the back of the pack of the card. I heard some things about them from other people, and I said, well, of course they're like this. They're an American company. All these other companies are Japanese companies. They don't care about the American modern politics. Here we are. All right. I always crave sugary cereal. Mr. Josh, there's a chemical in the cereal called BHT that we put in our cereal in America, and apparently that's really unhealthy. You should look into that. BHT, it's in most cereal. Actually, here, I'll look it up for you all because you're all here. BHT cereal. Oh, right here, actually, February 19th, General Mills to remove antioxidant BHT from its cereals. That's interesting. I wonder if it's still in them then. Okay, so I think it is. I think it's still in a lot of cereals. BD Kicks, let me get that label. Here we are. And Porridge. Graduated from college. So BD Kicks, what are you going to be doing now? It's in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Hi, mister. Can I see how much store credit I have? I'm Hagai.
Oh, Mr. Hagai. What's up, Hagai? Yes. Did you hear about them sending the Pinkertons to some dude's house because he opened an MTG set slightly before release? They have the right to do that. Yeah, it's they decide when a set comes out, and if you got your hands on it before you're supposed to, maybe they don't want you opening it. Okay, it says here, Mr. Hagai, $77. Boo, bring back the crack cereal. Mr. charges his healing crystals by moonlight. Heard cereal now makes your pee-pee small. They jam-packed cereal with the soap. Now, I never open up sets early, wink, wink. Yeah, well, that was what Round Pokemon gets all upset about, is people having access to cards that they shouldn't have. I don't really care all that much, to be honest. It is a little bit annoying. If it's really, really, really a problem, the companies could probably do more to stop it. Nidoran's not going to sell. Let's toss this Nidoran over here. Who buys Nidoran anyways? Here's a Larvitar. He might sell. Reverse Hollow Larvitar for $140. 1 point what? Tauros. Mister, I posted a magic card in the general Discord. Okay. We were just talking about maybe Magic the Gathering being a little woke and me not being a huge fan of that. So let's see why you posted that. Bearscape. Oh. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. So there it is. Is that real? Bearscape. That's actually kind of funny. Okay. So, but they're doing something that none of the other card companies are doing. They're having gay men on their cards, right? It's called Bearscape. All right. Very funny. Next up, we got Bulk and Cheap, Umbreon Sublist. You got it. That card is, I need that card immediately, said Rand. Hey, yo, did Alex send you that, mister? Brokeback Mountain Scene. There we go. It's not gay enough. Okay, Bulk. Cheap. There we go. A Perez has it in his collection. Man, I'm going to go get that card graded as a 10. Wait, can I actually buy that card? Because this would be a perfect gift. For cheese. You can buy the card. That is funny, dude. Okay. All right, so that's Bulk and Cheap. Vincent Delage. Hello, Mr. 2 spots on the Umbreon Sublist. Okay, Mr. Vincent. Are we doing any Japanese Pokemon box breaks? Oops. Right now, we have a Steam Siege box break. We also have Diamond Pearl pack break. Oops. Delage. Spelled your name with a G rather than a J. Jenny says, I like Hairy Men. Wrath says it's a $5 card. Alex has a Pop 1 BGS black label of it. Are we doing any Japanese breaks? I don't know. Send me a copy. Jen, just go blank. I do 2023. What's the Umbreon Sublist for? It gives you a chance of getting into the Umbreon break for just $10, basically. What would be wrong with Yugioh? What? Next up, Ryan Warner, shipping for my slabs and 4 clay burst. Okay. 4 clay burst. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone pretending to be Jen. No, this appears to be a different Jennifer. Okay, here we go. Imagine someone hits that Unbe for $10. Yeah, it's going to be pretty fantastic. And then we'll have a different slab up there. Mister, will you be getting the Garbage Pail Chrome, Kids Chrome? Oh, yeah, we're about to get that tomorrow. No, I've not signed up for it. I will sit down inevitably and research Garbage Pail Kids. I have to see that there is a good volume on them of cards being sold. I have to see that the PSA 10s go for a good amount of money. Mister, there's a playmat of that Bearscape card. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. There you go, just in case the card wasn't enough for you. Ryan Warner. I finally know what to get Cheese for Christmas. I do wish I had that card, says A. Perez. Shipping for my slabs and 4 clay burst. Ryan, did you not have a bag? Wondering if Ryan had a bag. Ryan Warner. Look at, I need to fix this. Look at this. So hard to read this. Robert Davenport. All right, now it can be read. It can be actually read. Garbage Pail did collaboration with the MLB Topps. What? I want it. I feel I am a poor collector, says Pokemon Kevin. You might be Pokemon Kevin, but that's okay. Here we are. One of the nice things about getting into collecting is it can really motivate you to try to improve your income in life. So if there's a card you really want to obtain, and you know it's going to take you too long to obtain it at your current job, time to go job hunting, man. Time to get moving in life, to move ahead, to move forward. You know, this is your wake-up call. You got things in front of you that you want, and you can't afford them. That's your wake-up call to try and increase your income by applying for better jobs. There you go. So, Ryan, let's get this. I don't know how many slabs you got, Ryan. Looks like we have shipped you before, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Ryan Warner. Glory Hole makes money. We actually have a bar out here called the Glory Hole, and John lives right next to it. It's really funny. It's always totally full of people, too. I had to go there sometime for fun. I don't remember seeing you open any Dragon Ball cards. We got a lot of Dragon Ball cards, and they actually do get opened. Quite a lot. Ban all poor people. What's up, Dalbu? Roger Gray, for Cyberstorm access. I'm poor. Please don't ban me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 Absolute Discord, which is over here. My daddy's a millionaire. What job mean? 2, 3, 4. Pull me that Starlight Gummy. Okay, you got it, man. Keep your head up, eyes down at your own shot, and grind. The world is nature. Nature always has a bigger guy. What? Nature always has a bigger guy. It sounds like my wife's awake. I think I heard her just going to the bathroom just then. What time is it? 3:30 a.m.? I thought I was poor, but then I realized I still had a few Mars bars left. A. Perez says, I always poor. I'm sorry, A. Perez. A. Perez, I say we vote for Stimmies. My Little Pony has their own trading card? My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Yes. Ooh, Princess Cardiovascular. She's the heart doctor pony. It is no longer in production. What's next? League of Legends? Hey man, if you guys want to open it, I'll buy it. We bought ponies as a joke, and I don't know, they sell out, so I restock them, and they continue to be a funny joke. You know how many rounds? You got Nightmare Star again, ultra rare. You know how many rounds of My Little Pony have been purchased just to donate to like Rand? There we go. Okay, we've got Minuet. Okay, there we go. Holy cow. I bought a whole case of the My Little Ponies, the base set. Sold the whole case. Now, it took a while. It took 1 year to sell the whole case, but the entire case sold. Yeah, they sell. They're not a joke to Rand. Mister, that's the secret ultra rare again. Yeah, you grabbed it, man. Nice. Cold. You got Kitty Tail. Grand Sulfacord. That looks fancy. I need caffeine, guys. Oh my god, I'd like to have some caffeine right now. Think I should have some caffeine? I did not sleep today. I did not. I got smoochies in bed all day long, but I did not get sleep. Ringo Worm, the dragon guarding the 100 apples. Shh. They cram a lot of words on that card, man. Roger Gray. Leave the fanny pony out. I'm gonna grade it. Sounds good. A catheter will wake you right up. A catheter. Why would a catheter wake me up? Any booby breaks, mister? Yes, sir. There is a booby break going on right now. It's a $10 break for Pristine Doggy Girl. Live grading for the top 2 hits. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. Are you ashamed of us poor mods? Mods who don't have like a bunch of money to spend? I don't care. I mean, I don't mind when mods spend a lot of money too. That's fine too. But you know, no, being a moderator doesn't have anything to do with how wealthy you are. It has a lot more to do with, do you participate? Do you hang out in the community? Are you nice? Are you fun? And can I trust you is a big one, by the way. Can I trust you to be on my side whenever I actually need you to be on my side on something? You know what I mean? So that's very important. Jeremy Patterson says shipping 7 to 8 slabs, $2 toward the birthday slab. Okay, let's grab that birthday slab from Jeremy Patterson. Going down to 52. I love huge boobs. Bro! Huge boobs? Let's see. All right. Only one poor mod. Jedediah, Jeremy Cornell. I think Shiny Sandslash is a mod, and I don't think he's ever bought anything from me. Or if he did, he bought it a long time ago. Jesse. Did Jeremy Patterson have a box or a bag? Was it just the slabs then? Huge boobies equal broken back. You have to shield Mister from the arrows. Any booby break. Yeah, there's a booby break. So this is the new 8.5 Venusaur. This is a top pull out of the set. And he is 1 in 10, $20 a spot. Here's the booby break. This is $10 a spot. There you go. All right. So let's try that again. Let's go get him a label. Yeah, I'm really tired. Maybe I should just go have a drink of some coffee real fast. Might help. Breathe. My wife's breasts are bigger than my head. No joke. Yeah. There we go. All right. So Jeremy Patterson. Slabs. There we go. Yeah, let me go have a sip of caffeine, guys. I'm dying here. I'm actually getting real woozy. Woozy in the sense that I'm getting real sleepy. All right, I'm back. Ooh. When I get paid again at the end of the month, I will be able to buy another Slab Mister. So, let's get a spot in here, okay? You ready? We're going over to Nightbot, refreshing it. What's cool about this poker card is it's actually pretty good. Like, if you had this, you could probably go sell it for real money. A serious chunk of money, which isn't always true on these giveaways. So this is like a real serious giveaway. There you go. Type that in. Put me in, coach. They jiggle, I bust. I've been making some huge investments. Post a scored picture. When I get paid again at the end of the month, I'll be able to buy another slap. Another slap. Sounds good, man. $2 toward the birthday slab. We did that. Colin Harrington, let's start a break on the Cardos Haunter. Okay, let's go get that Cardos Haunter for you. So Colin Harrington starting a break on this guy. You also have to hit the like button, chat. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, I gotta hit that like button or else it won't start. We're doing pretty good. 160 viewers roughly at 3:42 a.m. I thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. And let's see. So this is going to say $5. 1 in 6. 1 in 6, I think. There we go. No, I must be falling asleep. It's 1 in 10. Not 6. 1 in 10. That looks kind of ugly, but we're going to go with it. 1 in 10. There we go. Elaine Sonko says, I'll take 3 unbroken bonds. Okay, give me a moment. Got to get some more of those unbroken bonds then. Here we are. Had the stream back like 5 minutes. Look at that. I have some Evolving Skies triple packs too. Think how much those will be worth 20 years from now. They'll be selling for like $1,000. How long have you been live? 2 hours and 48 minutes. Okay. I have the Monday blues, says Pokemon Kevin. I'm sorry. The Monday blues. I have the Monday horns. Oh, what do we have here? Beast Bringer. That's the chase. He brought the beast. Aaron and Lucario Melmetal. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, so Beast Bringer, Lucario Melmetal. Wow, that was not a bad round, man. All right. You should sell them sealed where they have the Umbreon promo. Yeah, I think people would be extra interested in picking up that promo. I heard the new Zelda was bad. What do you guys think of the new Zelda? I didn't play it. I also didn't play Breath of the Wild. I like Zelda. Zelda's nice. I'm just not like the biggest Zelda fan ever. I have a bag to the left. Oh, you see, you saved me so much time with that. See, I forgot that. Isn't that wild? I don't see anything but good things. It's fun, says Tammy. I heard the new Zelda was bad. You can make a full-on drone attack. It's hilarious. Mr. has wild breaths. Mr. It got 10 out of 10. He's lying. Elaine Sanko says, I'll take a spot in the Umbreon. It was amazing if you didn't play the first one, and good if you played Breath of the Wild. That tells me that people felt that it was repetitive. In other words, they were just recycling content. Jordan. Fossenwave. Good luck in there. Oh, remember, only one person pulls the Umbreon. Everyone else is purchasing an energy card. 6 spots remain for the Umbreon break. One in the Umbreon, Jacob Underwood. He's talking about the Sublist. Jacob Underwear. I don't know why I like to say that. It's just funny. Arthur Bricker returns. He says 1 XY evolution. Thanks, mister. Here we are. Lovely pack. I got some of these booster packs out grading with PSA right now. Okay, you got Pikachu. Doug Trio coughing. All right, you got a coughing reverse holo. Coughing. Alex, that's legit what I was thinking when I first saw trailers. I purchased Hopes and Dreams. Who's Ukraine? Remember, only one Aaron pulls the Umbreon. Alex, I hope you win that Pikachu. My brain and eyes are getting tired. Take care and enjoy the rest of your stream. Thanks, man. Busman. Only Zelda game I played was on Nintendo 64. How much to grade a pack? Wonder if it's really expensive, like $50. Wonder if the reverse will rise in value for evolutions. What I'm really grading in the latest booster pack grading, I'm grading a bunch of the Nintendo Topps cards. In particular, I had Nintendo Topps Series 2, which are like crazy rare. So once those return, I'll probably get them listed up at a really high price, because those are very fascinating to me and very rare. Let's see. Arthur Bricker. I have a box. Oh, you got a box now. Okay. Ocarina of Time sealed and graded. 44,000 pounds on eBay. That's like $1 or $2. Never played a Zelda, but I heard new one is bad from a YouTuber, says Alex. Huh. Okay, let's take a quick look into this Nightbot. Lots of people in this one. Jordan Natividad. Look at that. We don't even have to get his name. We already know it. There we go. Jordan Natividad on 10. Congrats. It's rigged again. It's in here twice. Oh, wow. He's got 2 spots. Oh, lucky. Very lucky. 6 Corrupted Art, 1 Hololive 2, 1 Azure Lane. You get to build stuff, says Jen. I like building stuff. That's why I like Minecraft. And 1 Azure. What? Okay, I'm leaving, says Deez. No! My free one's taking it hut right now. What? Us mods never win, says Scott Zard. Yeah, actually, that's true. It's pretty rare for a mod to win, but they do win sometimes. Oh, konnichiwa. I'm just lying here with my hand above my breast. Boo. Typical anime girl. Okay. Girl with legs. Girl with pink, white dress. That's for 6 Corrupted Art. All right, put this over here. Very nice. Thank you, 6 Corrupted Art. I appreciate it. Ruben Aguilar says 2 clay burst. 2 clay. Any hidden fates? It's Prestige Worldwide. What's up, man? Yes, we do have hidden fates. Beep. I can't get this song out of my head. It's such a good song. Would you grade those Konnichiwa girls? I would grade all the Konnichiwa girls. I'm in business to grade the Konnichiwa girls. Konnichiwa! Here we are, Mr. Ruben. Doot. Cinna Afshore Zadigan, 5 Merlin stickers. Okay, these Merlin stickers are selling pretty fast now. Konnichiwa. I grade them S for slut. Put some clothing on. I can see your belly buttons. Not with my daughter. All right, here we are. Have you guys ever dated a girl and the dad didn't like you? Like the dad basically just rejected you outright? Let's see. I had a friend named Dave, and he was dating this girl who was a bit younger than him. Her name was Ashley. She was a really good artist. She drew unbelievably well. She was, you know, young and kind of naive, and my friend Dave was maybe mid-20s and a little more life experience. But he really liked her, sincerely. And they start dating, and he meets her dad. And her dad apparently is sort of like this tall, intimidating figure, and he's like a police lieutenant or something like that. And he just straight out rejects my friend. He's like, no, you're not dating this guy. It's so funny. Still taking orders? Dave, okay. No, really. Only 80 likes. Wee. Would you grade bench warmers? Could be a market. All right, I'll grade bench warmers. Let's get these bench warmers graded. Let's see. At the time he was dating Ashley. Yep, I was dating a girl too at the time. He was very different from me. I would tend to get like a girl, and I'd stay with that girl pretty strongly, and it would last a while. So if it broke up, it was like a longer relationship. And he would just jump from girl to girl to girl. And I never forgot this about him. He was a musical artist, right? And he would play live music at the coffee shops. And he was pretty good at it. He had a real talent for music. And I never forgot this. He would take a girl's name and inject it into the lyrics. And then when they broke up, when he wanted to date the next girl, guess what he would do? Swap the names. Unbelievable. Like Alice, right? Oh, Alice. You know what I mean? And then it'd be like, oh, Elizabeth. You know? So I never forgot that because they didn't know that. The girls didn't know that, but I knew it. I'd be like, oh, I see how it is. Alice today, Elizabeth tomorrow. I wrote this song just for you. It's all about how much I love you. Janet. Poor Dave. Dave should have got the girl pregnant to prove he was committed to the dad. Yeah, so, well, he came back home one day and he was kind of upset. And he said, I finally met her dad, and he hates me. Because he's kind of like this scrappy-doo guy. You know, he's not the Chad, basically. He's the sensitive type, right? And he's a thin, small frame. And, again, great with music, creative, smart. But her dad was like a police officer, and he just hated him, apparently. It's really funny. There you go, Mr. Cinna. I never really thought of it before, like, you can lose out on a girl, not because the girl doesn't like you, but because her dad doesn't like you. He should have kissed the dad. Deceptive, but efficient. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Well, I guess I had the opportunity to do that, too, as well, because I like to write poetry. When I would date a girl, I'd write her poetry, right? And, you know, I could have been like, oh, look what I wrote you. But it was actually something I wrote for a different girl. I could have done that, but I couldn't do it Because I would know. I'd be like, no, 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 no. Well, let's not do that. This was for a different girl, so we're not going to reuse this one. But, you know, there's a temptation. Alex says, one steamboat. Here we go, Mr. Alex. Slaughters them in the song lyrics. Guy Muse. Not good to date a cop's daughter. Yeah. Yeah, she was really pretty, too. She was very attractive. And you're like, well, it's kind of a hot girl. Because her dad's some cop guy with a hot wife, probably. All in shape and good genes and chin and all that crap, right? And then now you're coming in and you're some scrappy-doo, Scooby-Doo guy. Hey, I like music. And no, he's like, get out of here. Well, he didn't say it quite like that, but he basically told me that the dad absolutely hated him. And I was like, I gotcha. Here we are. Mr. Alex with the Luke Skywalker. Did not approve. It's funny because she actually broke up with him. Yeah, so the girl Ashley breaks up with Dave. And what was weird about the relationship was he was a bit older than her. Maybe about, I don't know. So he was a bit older than her. She immediately goes and dates a guy almost twice her age right afterwards. So I don't know. She liked older guys. That's a thing. It doesn't go both ways. All right. Hitting that refresh button. Mr. Carlos is up next. Carlo Lugo. Live grading for the top 2 hits from the last order. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to probably be in luck because it's pretty rare for the Weiss cards to miss a 10, but I shouldn't say that because it still could. He said the top 2 hits from the last order. So, first of all, it's going to be this one. And then, well, let me just look through your bag, because if I were you, I would just pick out your best card from your bag. Those are pretty cool, but I don't know how they have value. The dad was hot and bothered. Do us a poetry reading. Steamboat Willie. Alex, you inspired me to buy a single Disney pack here. Okay, so we have cards like this, but then there's this, but I don't really know. I don't understand if that's valuable, but I'm going to say it's probably that one. Okay. Was that another signature in there? No, not another signature. Not another signature. Was the dad's wife really hot? I don't know. I didn't get to meet any of her family. I do remember him saying that the dad was like this tall, you know, like handsome, like police lieutenant, right? So that's what I do remember. And he was kind of telling me how he felt sort of like inferior to him. How, well, so since he's so short and kind of like scrawny and all this other stuff, he immediately felt not good enough for her. And it's like the dad knew it as well and totally rejected him. And so he was telling me this because, you know, he would tell me all his dating woes. We'd be really good friends when he didn't have a girlfriend, and then he'd get a girlfriend and absolutely disappear. He'd be like, okay, bye. But I, you know, I was the same way, of course. That's kind of what guys do to each other, sort of. Was the dad's wife really hot? But oof. All right, so 2 live grades. A live grade is where I sign the grade right away. You will know in about 5 minutes what these grades are. Maybe a little less than 5 minutes even, because Weiss cards are not super challenging to grade. I will be back, and then the live grade will be done, okay? You guys talk amongst each other and listen to this great Kanbei music. Whoa! All right, I'm back. Who's still here? Who hasn't gone to bed? I bet you some guy said, I'm going to bed. I'm out of here. If your dad was 2 inches inside you and you were 2 inches inside your mom, would you push forward or would you push back? Good question. Here we go. Both grading 10. Mr. Carlos, neither were able to grade pristine, though, for having slight off-centering on the back. Okay, Carlos. Now, John's not back till Monday. Carlos, Lugo. And Monday's a pretty busy day. And hopefully Mr. John is there and ready to work. Carlos, Lugo, Ramirez. And this is going to say live. And this one is going to say live. There you go. Sweet. All right. Set this up here. Thank you very much, man. Okay. Now we have Gregory M. Reynolds, 8 Hidden Fates. 8 Hidden Fates? Yeah. All right. Give me a minute. He's not messing around, man. He said give me 8 of them. So for this to work out, there's only a couple cards he can pull to truly make all his money back on. One of them would be the Umbreon. Another one would be the SV49 Charizard. The Cynthia's probably still worth something. The Sylveon's probably still worth something. Or he could get, if he could get a couple of the smaller cards together and they were the, let's say, the upper end of the smaller cards, that would also work. You ready? What if you live in Alabama? Yeehaw! We're from Alabama. Okay, so we got a fresh, we got a fresh ETB coming out. Oh, that's poor. Look at that. I'm going to give you that one for free. Okay, 8 of these. Shining Fates, still a good set to have your hands on. Yeah, Shining Fates, it's cool. I like Shining Fates. Oh. Unfortunately, the promo there is ruined. It got bent during production, during packaging most likely. So do not be excited over the promo. I'm giving it to you as a gift because it is pretty much a trash card now. Probably good for your folder, I suppose. But yeah, you can see this is all bent up. Normally, I need to sell these in order to help pay down the actual cost of the ETB, so that's unfortunate. You ready? It's Prestige Worldwide. You should have my info, but let me know. What's up, man? So are we shipping right away? I do remember you from a long time ago, right? Prestige Worldwide. I don't know how long it's been. You should have my info. Gregory M. Reynolds. The last time a cop tried to pull me over I took a while to stop. When he came up to my truck and asked why I didn't want to stop, I told him that my ex-wife ran off with the cop and I thought he was bringing her back. He laughed and said my license plate light was out. Oh, sneak. There we go. I got to renew my license plates in August. Oof. Yep, couple years. I'm still going. What do you think about that, man? Pretty cool, right? Oh, did you see that pack try to jump out of my hands? Let's pull you an SV49 tonight. There's Scyther. Yeah, I recognized your name. We get a lot of guys that come back. Sometimes they've been gone for a year. You've been gone for a little while, though, huh? So I might not actually have your details, believe it or not. Oh, that's exactly what you needed. Look at that, everybody. So this is one of the better pulls. Mewtwo Shiny. Wow, beautiful card, man. All right. So if you could pull one more hot card like this, this would be a hot round for you. That Mewtwo is beautiful. Definitely one of the cooler pulls today. Got some more hollows. Unbelievable. He is having a good round. That's crazy. This is a hot ETB. You got the birds triple here, but here's Articuno. So you got shiny Mewtwo and shiny Articuno out of the same ETB. That's very crazy. Okay. Unbelievable. What is this round? Oh, wow. I'm just completely not expecting that. Tell me this does not get any hotter. Crazy. Oh, and an Inkay to top it off, like a cherry on the top of your caramel pecan sundae. Wow, dude. What a lucky round. Usually when you open Hidden Fates, you just bleed money. But this has worked out for you very well. You got the bonus bent Moltres. You might be able to unbend it in a book. And then you're walking away with 3 full arts. Man, and a little shiny Inkay. That's crazy. Usually it's like one of these per 10 packs. So that's an unusually high pull rate. Are they shiny Pokemon? They are. Now let's talk about details. So you sent me a chunk of money. You didn't tell me to ship. So as usual, what we do is we create a bag for you, right? If you needed me to ship, you probably likely do need to share your address with me again. When you're using ZELLE, you have to send me a message through ZELLE when you place a money order. Remember, like PayPal penny messages, just like that. Like just send some really small amount of money and attach a message explaining your address and your email that I can use for tracking, okay? But yes, I migrated to a new computer and everyone's address from the past was lost. So I likely don't have your address anymore. Cool, man. I'll buy a few more and send a message. Yeah, that was a really lucky round. I don't understand why it was so lucky. It's like whenever I open up Hidden Fates, I'm basically just bracing for how much money that person is about to lose. Like all 8 of those packs could have just had nothing in them. Maybe like a Giovanni and a Jesse James in it, and then you would have lost $200. But that was just like hot card after hot card after hot card. That's very lucky. You know what? Somebody ordered this Haunter and I didn't write their name down. I did not write their name down. They said start the Haunter. Give me a second. We're going to find out who it was because all I got to do is scroll backwards. Oh, Colin Harrington. There we go. You have pulled the shiny Charizard for me, and we got a PSA 10. Really? Like in the past, I pulled the SV49 for you? Man, I don't even remember that. There's so many memories. That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad to see that we're still getting good luck with you. That's really cool, man. All right, there's the Venusaur break. Here's something we didn't have before in the past Prestige. This is called a slab break. It's $20 to get in. There's 10 spots. You're technically buying an energy card, but one of the 10 energy cards will also come with this slab. So that's called a slab break. And yeah, so we got a bunch of cool ones over there. We have the live customs. A lot of you guys might remember the live customs, the way live customs work. $20, you get a random pack opened, and it may contain a slab, or it might contain nothing. It might contain like a simple common card. The PokeBRUHs, these are raw Pokemon cards. These are generally considered pretty fun. I've had a lot of good feedback on them, especially when the pack is extra generous. Some packs are a little cold. Some packs are actually very generous. Here's Beedrill. And here's Mina. Kara Nichols wasn't happy about the Mina, guys. But Kara Nichols hadn't paid anything on the Mina. It was my slab. The rule is, by the way, so Kara Nichols didn't like that got repoed. The rule is you must have paid a card down halfway by 3 months. And it says so right in the description for Slab Away. Just thought I'd take a moment and remind everybody that. Here it is, Slab Away. Must be paid by 6 months, halfway paid by 3 months. It's always been that way ever since the very beginning. Halfway paid by 3 months. Actually, no, I think we included that a little after it started back like 2 years ago. And the reason was I discovered some people don't make a single payment on the slab until 6 months pass. And then at the 6 month mark, they can decide, did the slab go up or did it go down? When it goes up, they go ahead and finish paying. When it goes down, they abandon it. So that's why we added in that 3-month rule. It is not new. It's very old. It's well over a year old, certainly. And in Kara's case, she had not made a single payment on the slab in 5 months. There was not one payment on it. And so that was breaking that 3-month rule by a lot. And actually, a lot of people have failed the 3-month rule, and I've not repoed their card, because generally what I look for is, are they at least active? Like, are they paying anything toward it? Have they made a single payment? And then I usually just, leave it alone. But this was a case where not one payment came in. I tried telling her, says Alex, people that don't pay slab away. Yeah, here's the deal. A lot of slab aways get abandoned or not paid down on time, and they usually go down in price, the value the slab does. That is because typically the slab aways that are ignored are the ones going down in price. The person refuses to pay on them, and then it becomes, my card that I could have sold in the past for $200, half a year later, I have to sell for $150 now. So that's generally how it goes, and I lose a ton of money that way. This card, I made a video out of it because it was unusual, because it actually went up in value over time. And I was commenting about how the girl cards, the Japanese girl cards, are so weird because they are like exploding in price. They're like better than Charizard in terms of investments. So anyways, that's why I made that video. So next up we got Elaine Sanko. Oh wait, we already did Elaine Sanko. So we were, sorry about that. We scrolled back to help Colin Harrington get that thing fixed, didn't we? All right, let's get back to where we were then. Let's see, just where were we? So we were at Roger Gray, bulk grade for the pony card. You got it. Here it is. Oops. Never met someone who didn't make a payment on something who felt that they owned it. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't made one payment on it, it's my card. There we go. You're supposed to have a $20 cancellation fee, and so she didn't have to pay that either because I repoed it. Here we are. Roger Gray. To be honest, I wasn't even sure if she knew she had it. But I made a video talking about how its price went up, and then she got really upset at me. It's like, well, it's just me following my own rules, and I have to follow those rules. And actually, I was very lenient on the rules. You made it to 5. The slab was 5.5 months out. 5.5 months out, not one payment. But anyways, so I got kind of a nasty email over that one. Arjun Joshi says 1 in the Umbreon Sublist. Here we are. I'm very used to it at this point. Some good cards in the PokeBRUH, to be honest. People don't pay. I tried telling her. Never met someone who didn't make a payment, who felt they owed it. Chat tired. Kara needs to pay that bill. Still blown away. We got 2 in 2 boxes. That gummy card must be insane to pull. Wide awake. Rare bit of sunshine here. So gonna go to the beach. Have a nice day. Okay, Arjun. Joshi. It is looking like the Umbreon will probably wrap up in the next stream. It's extremely close. Sunfan, 20 Lost Origin. Whoa, that's a big order. Okay, you got it, man. You got it, dude. Wait, did we already have a box open? What is this? Okay. Got 4 here. Snip through this. Sun Fan Fan. 20 packs Lost Origin. Lost Origin selling better than Scarlet Violet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. What's the next Pokemon set? I know we got the Japanese 151 set. Is there an English set coming out soon? I've not even been paying too close of attention. Maybe Pokemon intentionally makes kind of like boring sets. knowing that later on they're going to get everyone hyped on a hot set. Paldea Evolved. Any good cards in that so far? I remember the second box set for Sword and Shield was Rebel Clash, and it was super unpopular. Pre-release in like a week, says Wrath. That's going to be like the triple beat set, basically, right? 2K card going to be worthless in English. Oh, so it's another girl card, right? The I don't remember her name. It's the girl with the Magnemite in her hair. I gave up on pulling the Dactyl, so I bought it in PSA 10. Here's Darkrai. Oh, Clayburst, Snow Hazard, and Triple Beat. Right, I gotcha. Open Fortnite cards. We do have Fortnite, yeah. Oh, look at that Aerodactyl. Let's move this over to the side. Open Apex Legend cards. What kind of new sets would you guys like to see added to the channel? Because I'm always interested in adding something new and fun. I want the Garbage Pail Kids. More Pokemon Merlin series. We gotta have better than that. Look at that off-center Radiant Gardevoir. All right, here we go. Castform and Kyurem. Well, that's not crazy. Toolbox Rotom. Rhyhorn. Pokemon card 151, June, and Black Flame Ruler in July. Oh, Black Flame Ruler in July. The Leaked Church Window Charizard is from the second set. Oh, what do we got? Dark Patch! Woo! All right! I'm sorry. Pokies are the only thing I open, says Skazard. There's Gengar. Bah. Castform is the one true booby card. True, I agree. Machop, Zoroark. Any news about DLC for the Scarlet Violet game? Like, have they? I know they announced Suicune a while back. Any other cool stuff like that been announced? Because I've not been keeping up. Here's Volo. There we go. No love for Minion. Who? Alright, so my opinion, Sunfan, this was a tough round. Because you got Dark Patch and you got Volo. Oh, man. Those could have been two very different hot pulls. You also pull a Kyurem. He's supposed to count as a hot pull. He doesn't really. And Radiant Gardevoir, terribly off-center. You got a tough round for sure. You want a free card? I'm going to give you a free Vintage Topps card, okay, for fun. Mr. used to draw on the sleeve for Castform. Yeah. They had to stop the recent raid event because it would crash the game. Do you think Mr. Beast has seen any of your videos? No, I'm sure not. Sun Van Fan, I'm sure he's probably seen Logan Paul's video. Here we are, grab this. Yucky, says Nick. Ew. So, Sunfan, this bag is now going to be on the table at this point. Jack Watt, 3 Hollow Lives. You got it, Jack. Mr. Jack. The voice actor for Naruto is the voice actor for Mr. Beast when he translates his videos to Japanese. Oh, that's cool. 1 Sneaky Bunko. 1 Azure Lane. 1 Clay Burst. And 1 in the Booby Break. You got it, man. Raging Surf in September will feature a water-type Garchomp. A water-type Garchomp, huh? Garchomp's a pretty popular Pokemon. It'd be neat if they did some kind of redesign on him. All right, what do we got? Boy, you can almost see her leg peeking around the corner. You know you're going to pull that card. Wow, 2 of the sexiest girls in the set. Very good. Black Flame Set is a Dark-type Charizard. Oh, that's so badass. That makes a lot of sense. Black Flame. You know they wanted to do stuff like that, right? You knew almost immediately that was their goal. All right. Wiggly stuff. Wiggly stuff. Come on, Azure Lane. Give us a hot card. It's cold. All right, that's for Jack Watt. Jack Watt, your Sneaker Bunko was pretty decent. The alternative art is the Church Window leaked card. I don't know. Church Window leaked card. You're a Church Window leaked card. Let's grab this. Hey, you're starting to get a hefty bag there, man. All right, it looks like we are out of orders, guys. It is 4:30 a.m., so it's a pretty good time to be wrapping up. This is our usual wrap-up time. How much to slab away that Snorlax? The $93 Snorlax, $10 to slab that away, because he is one of those cards that is under $100. No. Brothers of Gondor, isn't that a nice looking card? That comes out of these new booster packs we have on the menu. They're a vintage booster pack, and they're called Lord of the Rings Topps Chrome packs. Very good price on them. $33 compared to like $400 or $500 for a Pokemon Chrome. Now, let's get a giveaway going on that. Okay, so the giveaway for that is going to be 4567. Wow, they did a really good job with this song. You guys want to hear the original Game Boy version? We're listening to the, this is their remake of it, right? Oh.
It's a long walk.
Not that. That's me talking. Here's the original version. I kind of want to hear it myself. Definitely a very different sound. They're using that, you know, that's like the Game Boy speakers. You can hear the difference. There's a sort of like a tangy bass guitar and a really snappy drum that they don't have in the other one. The other one sounds more like orchestral, if that's a word. I don't think it is. Orchestrated? Let's see who won. Scotzard. Mr. Scotzard, what can I put down as your name? Mr. I sent for the slab away. Sounds good. Wow, a mod one. Scotzard, Tony Ball. Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony. All right, cool, man. You notice there's been a little slowdown in the giveaways because I've kind of run out of them. I gotta get John to grade more of them. Okay, so swap over to the other one now. That's during her power. What's the regular one sound like? Yeah, it sounds great, actually. They did a good job with this one. They didn't do good with all the songs. So you're saying you sent in a slab away. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. How heavy is Jack Watt bag? Might have to ship that soon. Pretty heavy. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. If it's international, this would be $40 to ship. When's the next Cardos break? We have one right now. Did you not see it? Let me show you. Oh, there it is. I see Arturo's order now. So, so we got this one for $5. This is a PSA 8 Haunter. And then this is a fancy one. This is Venusaur. And he's an 8.5. 1 in 10, $20. So he's pricier, just like the Charizard was. Erica Shirley is real. Real lady is Derek. When's the next Cardos box break? Pokemon cards look suspicious. Scam, says Erica. No, not a scam. No! Arturo Perez. So we're going over here to Slab Away. May Arturo Perez. All right, you got him. Erica is trans, the Scott. Bud Light drinker. That Zard looks kind of dumb. Procot is in jail. We need to send a letter. I don't know. A lot of people really don't like it. Unless the foil game is crazy. A. Perez says, yay! Why are you calling Erica trans? Okay, I think we're done, everybody. Let me just double check. Wait a second. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're done. All right, guys. Thank you very much. We had another great stream. I will see you guys tomorrow. What the hell? I'm trying to get this keyboard to go away. There we go.